here with you guys. You guys say that you're honored to be here with me. I was really excited when Isaac asked me to come speak to you guys. I still get nervous speaking to people, and I have been doing this in this industry for 10 years, but I hadn't come out of my shell until Heart Body Naturals because I felt so passionate about this company. So like I said, I've had 10 years of being in this industry really strong, real passionate. 20 years of dabbling in home parties like Party Light and Discovery Toys, different things that I could do at home with my kids. But when I first found my real MLM, it saved my life. I was in a very abusive relationship. I had no money of my own. I had 5 kids, and I didn't know how I was ever going to escape. I would dream at night under my covers how to get out, how to save my babies, how to save myself. And I found through Facebook my first MLM, and I joined, and within a year of being with that company, and it was a hard year because I had to hide that money, hide what I was doing from my significant other at that time. But once I had enough money, I left in 24 hours with 5 kids, packed up the entire house, and moved them by myself. So this is why I'm so passionate about this industry, because I don't know if I would be here today, and I don't know what would have happened to my kids. And at that time, they were in diapers. They were little. They were little babies. And see, it just tears me up thinking about it because MLM saved my life. So someone says to you, oh, why do you work at home? Our whys are so different. Everyone's whys are different, but you just have to share your why. And it doesn't have to be you left an abusive relationship. It can just be that you found yourself. Just share your story. But this is why I'm so passionate about helping others, because MLM saved my life. So that leads me, I went through 2 other companies before this company, did very, very well with them. One company shut down. It was sold to another company, so I left that. The last company I was with, I just didn't feel passionate. I didn't feel we were helping people. I didn't feel like we're making a difference. And to me, if I can't help someone and I can't make a difference, I got to walk away. And I walked away from a hefty salary. I was almost a 50K leader within a couple months there. I just couldn't do it anymore. And people thought I was crazy when I left. They're like, you're going to leave? And I'm like, I'm leaving. I got to go. I don't know what God has in store for me, but this just isn't it. So for months, my husband and I struggled because I left. He supported me. It wasn't always about the money here for us. And he had to go out of town to work. And this is my second husband. He came in, swooped up the kids like they were his own. When we got married almost 5 years ago, we vowed we would never separate. We'd always stay home because we have 2 special needs kids. And he had to go to town to work. It was hard to watch him go out of the house to work, be out of town, because our 2 kids that have extra needs really rely on routines, really rely on 2 parents, and it put a lot of pressure on him being out of town, and it put a lot of pressure on me raising these kids, again, by myself, but I knew why he had to do it. So I searched high and low. I went to the UK, I went to Australia, searched high and low in Canada, because I'm up in Canada here on the West Coast. I searched the US, and I almost gave up on the industry. Every company I found, and there are good ones out there, I'm never going to bash MLMs. They are amazing. I just couldn't find one that I could put my heart and soul into and sign my name to. So I put out to the universe one day. It was hot here, like really, really hot. We do get hot in Canada. Okay, you guys, we're not always snowy. It was really, really hot. A pop-up fair came. Do you guys have pop-up fairs? I think they're the cruelest thing to do with parents. Also, there's beautiful fair comes. They could see it from our living room windows and like, mommy, 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 can we go? Mommy, 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 can we go? I was babysitting a little girl at the time, trying to make extra money on the side. And I looked at these kids and thought, okay, it has been so stressful in this house. It's been so miserable in this house. Mommy's been so moping. Let's go to the pop-up fair. So I just put out to the universe before I left. I said, if I'm meant to be in MLM still, give me a sign. Show me a path. I need something. So we went to the pop-up fair, got burnt as all heck. We came home like lobsters. So there I am, depressed, and I'm burnt. My husband's out of town. The kids are sugar high, running around the house. I thought, what am I doing here? I opened up my computer, and there was an ad for Heart Body Naturals. How that ad came on my computer, and it is no word to a lie, I would swear on my children, there it was. I didn't know what Heart Body Naturals was. And there it was. So I did a little Facebook search for Heart Body Naturals, and up came Paula's name. She is our CEO. At that time, I had no clue this woman was the CEO. And I spoke to her for 2 hours like she was a consultant. I wanted to know the goods, the bads, the ins, the outs, everything about this company before I signed up. And she talked to me for 2 hours going back and forth. And guys, I had Dairy Queen. I was in my pajamas. I was in my bed typing to the CEO, okay? And she was up sitting on her patio at her lake house drinking wine. So, you know, we are real people doing this. But at the end of our conversation, after 2 hours, she said, Kim, as the CEO of Heart and Body Naturals, and you guys, my face dropped. I was like, as the what? Of what? I'm like, you're the owner of the company and you just spoke to me for 2 hours and answered my most silliest questions. Never disrespectful, but I never would have asked them. Not if I knew she was the CEO. Just because I have such respect for business owners and women, especially in the industry. You know, I think men in the industry rock it too. They're awesome. But just a female CEO too just blows me away, first of all. She's gone through so much, but I didn't know who she was. So I knew at that moment I was home. So I signed up. I said, how do I max out your plan, Miss Paula? She said 100 PV. I got out our credit card and I did what she asked. My husband at that time did not know I did that. He found out at the convention this last weekend, but I knew that I had found a hidden gem, that I knew that this company was going somewhere. So I told people and like, yeah, good luck, Kim. Good luck. Heart and Body what? What is Heart and Body Naturals? Yeah, good luck, girl. And then after a while of them watching me do it, they're like, okay, tell me about this. What is this company? What are you doing here? And people started joining little by little by little. But it's not a race, it is a journey. And I tell people that if you think you're going to come in and make 10,000 next month, whoever told you that, or it's never going to happen, okay? And I will be the most honest upline you guys will have, but I will work with you guys so you can reach your dreams like I've been able to with this company. So there's kind of my little background there, right? I hope I didn't go too much for you guys there. But this company has changed my life, not just financially, and yeah, financially. Okay, there's some serious money to be made here. This compensation plan is the only compensation plan I have ever sat down to learn. The other ones I thought, meh, whatever, I'll just trust the system. I trust the system, but it piqued my curiosity. I'm like, we get matrix and binary? What's the star bonus thing you're all talking about, right? I had to know. I really had to know. And then when I first got my, what do they call it? Bonus money for reaching a certain rank. I'm trying to think, I just drew a blank there. I couldn't believe I got that money, that it was real attainable money for real people. I live in a town of 38,000 people. I've always been a stay-at-home mom. I do have a degree I've never done anything with. And if I can do this, you guys, anybody can do this. This company is seriously life-changing. So you're all sitting here going, okay, that's great, Kim, but how the heck did you do it, right? That's how I get, there is no magic button. There's not that easy, you know, that Staples Easy red button that you see on the commercials. There is none of that. It is work and consistency. It is seriously, I spend a lot of time because I do this full time. And I'm not saying you have to do this full time. I have members that are rocking it, doing it as a side gig. I have members that are part-time. I have members, Marcus Jones. We love Marcus Jones. He has a full-time corporate America job. And he does this, and you would never know he has a full-time corporate job. I have people that are teachers and not their lunch break and their recess. They're in their cars trying to hide from their bosses doing it. You know, there's lots of ways of doing this business, but it's just believing in the company. If you don't believe in the company or the CEO's vision, my honest opinion is to walk away. I've been in companies where I joined and I didn't really get the concept. I didn't really believe it, and I couldn't really honestly promote it. You don't need to know everything too. That's one thing I find when people join, they want to know everything. You don't have to know everything. I knew nothing when I joined. I knew the CEO was amazing. I knew that the products were plant-based, organic, non-GMO, dairy-free, gluten-free, animal cruelty-free. That was good enough for me. And I jumped in and I'm still learning. I still learned something new yesterday. I was talking to Kathy, our support person on the phone. I'm like, no kidding. Really? After almost 20 months in this company, I didn't know that? I'm like, oh my, and I do training. So I'm still learning. So don't kick yourself if you've joined today and don't know everything tomorrow. Okay? Oh, there's someone else. I'm just letting Stephanie come in. Let's let her get settled for a second. We are family. We want her cozy and comfy. Let her get settled in here. And hello, Stephanie. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Please feel free to turn on your camera if you want. I don't care what you look like. I'm in somewhat of my pajamas and things sitting here talking to y'all. So, you know, that's just what we do here. So let's talk about how I run the business a little bit. Every day I wake up and I ask myself one key. Hi, Stephanie. Nice to meet you. You can unmute yourself.
Nice to meet you too.
It is being recorded because you did miss a little bit at the beginning there, but that's okay. You can go back and watch it afterwards. No problem.
Okay.
I'm happy that you joined us.
Thank you.
I wake up every day and I ask myself, and I teach my kids this from a young age up to myself now, whose life can I impact today? When you ask yourself that question and you have that mindset, your life and your business will change. I was in the mindset once in one of my businesses where I'm like, ooh, 5, 10 sales today. I got to get the sale. I got to get that sale. Who can I sell this to? And I can tell you my business went wah, wah, wah. People ran from me, I think, right? I started to get a complex that I was a terrible person. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And then once I started thinking, okay, how do I want to be treated? And I asked myself, whose life can I impact today? People buy from people they trust. People buy from people they know. You know, when you go to a car lot for a car, that salesman comes out and you instantly get your back up and you're like, okay, buddy, let's do this, right? And you don't want to be that person. You think about your life. You go to the same Walmart in your area. You go to the same hairdresser. You go to the same doctor. You go to the same dentist. Why do you do that? Because you trust them. So you have to be that person that people trust. And I don't think that's an option. Right? I think that's just the way business has to be ran. And I'm not a very firm person, you guys. I'm more mothering. I have a lot of guys on my team that are like, Kim, you have to. I'm like, that's not me, guys. I just want to grab everyone, love everyone, and get everyone where they need to go. But I think that is a must. You have to say, whose life can I impact today? Who can I help? And once you put people over profits, the profits follow, and it is an added bonus. And that, I think, is really, really important. And I think, too, with business, I try to offer solutions. I don't say buy pain cream or buy chromium. They're like, well, what the heck's chromium? Why would I do that? Why would I buy pain cream? What would it do for me? See, do you suffer from sore knees? Do you suffer from sore shoulders? Blah, blah. You know, try to show them what we can help with. Think about a mattress company. They don't say buy this bed because it's really great. They're like, ooh, it will help you with get restful sleep. It'll help with aches and pains. It'll help so your partner doesn't wake you up. They show you the solution to your issues. So it could be pain management. It could be weight loss. It could be financial that you're offering solutions to. But you think about why you signed up. I always ask people that. They're like, well, how do I approach people? How did someone approach you? What got you to sign up with Isaac? What got you to sign up with Stephanie? And Veronica and things. What got you to here? Why did you trust that person enough to take that leap of faith? Because that's what it is. It's a leap of faith. It's an unknown company. We're starting to get out there. It's an unknown industry because it changes all the time. And it's great, but it is work, right? Just like everything else. But what got you here? And once you remember your why, your purpose, your business changes too. I do all of my business, I shouldn't say all, I'll say 90%, maybe 95% on Facebook. Facebook has been my, I don't know, my platform for business. I need to get out more in my local market and things like that. It's a little harder here in Canada because MLMs are not as known here. People tend to think they're more of a pyramid scheme, things like that here. And I'm sure you guys get that a lot too down in the States as well. Yeah, I've heard a lot, right? But you have a local market too, but Facebook is amazing for business because it has so many millions of people on there, and it's people all around the world. I have teammates in Australia and the UK, of course, the US, and I'm in Canada. That's phenomenal for me. And I have a lot of Canadians that are just starting to hear about it and going, okay, all right, what are you doing now, girl? Come on. But if you're going to do it on Facebook, set your Facebook timeline to public. And I just thought, I saw some faces going, ooh, public, ooh, creeps out there, ooh, they're going to send me horrible things. We got the block button. It's not as rewarding as, you know, the old phones when you could slam it down when someone irritated you. It's not as rewarding as that. But I like it when I get some kind of photo, and I've gotten all sorts of photos from females and gentlemen, not so gentlemen, and I just go, oh, guess what, buddy? Block, bye-bye, see ya. Yeah, block. That's right. You have that power. You don't have to put up with abuse. You don't have to put up with bad photos and things like that. Could you imagine walking through Walmart, somebody irritates you, go, block, bye-bye. That would be kind of fun sometimes in our world, right? Think about an ex, right? That would be fun. But we have that option here on Facebook. And if I didn't set my timeline to public, I would have missed out on Isaac. I would have missed out on Marcus. I would have missed out on my girl, Jen, who's one of my top sellers. I would have missed out on a lot of fantastic people. I've met more amazing people on Facebook than I have creeps. And there's always going to be creeps. I don't care where you are. There's going to be the creep at the bar. There's going to be the creep at the restaurant. There's going to be the creep walking down your alley near your house. They're everywhere. I get it. But Facebook doesn't have to be scary. So if you're going to build your business on Facebook, go set all your settings to public, because your friends and family will only support you for a New York minute, and then they're going to say, bye-bye. Oh, my friends and family at first were my worst supporters, not my best, right? My mom now has joined to sell because now she sees. My brother's starting to ask me questions now. I've been here almost 2 years, and I'm like, just now? You guys are, anyways, that's a whole different story, right? It really is. Your profile picture, I'm looking at you guys right now. You guys are gorgeous, gorgeous people. Make sure it's you smiling, being inviting. I always think my Facebook is like my store. So the first impressions matter. First impressions matter. We judge just like that. Even if we don't mean to, we judge. And I always try to not judge. I always try to be open-minded, but it's there. We just do. We're like, oh, it's a shoe. Oh, scammer. Oh, that's a picture of a flower. Oh, you're not a real profile then. So don't have it as a car or a symbol or a chocolate bar. I've seen it all. I'm like, hey, get rid of that chocolate bar. Put your face up there. I want to see you. It's called Facebook for a reason, right? They want to see you smiling and being gorgeous. But be professional, but be inviting in it, right? You don't have to get your hair all done, your makeup professionally in some prim and proper outfit. Just be you, but make sure that you're smiling. Your Facebook banner, the part on the top of your Facebook when someone first goes to your banner or to your page, first thing they're going to see is you and then your banner. If your banner is full of advertisement, and that means HBN products, and I am pro HBN, but do not put CBD bottle up there or the pain cream and things like that. Put something up there that invites them to you, that gets them to know you. I usually do a motivational quote up there or welcome friends to my page, because again, that's the first thing they're going to see. If they see product up there, they're going to run. They're going to be like, oh, Isaac only wants me for the money. I don't want to follow him. Yikes, scary. No, thanks, buddy, right? They're going to be, oh, they're going to know you instantly what you're trying to do. And that's not okay, and that's not the way you want to present yourself, because that's your presenting. So put something up there that means something to you. Some people have their children up there if they're good with sharing that. You don't have to. Some have their dog up there. Just something that represents you. So what else here? I have little notes. I'm terrible following my notes. I really am, but I try to keep it all organized here. Let's see what else here. When you are posting on Facebook, anything that you post, if someone comments to you, comment back. I see a lot of people that I'll do a lot of interactive posts and things like that, and puzzles and things like that. I have puzzles from 3 years ago that people are still sending me answers for. I had one that there were 6 dogs in a row, which dog was different, and I'm still getting people today sending me, Kim, the number 6 is different. And I know that's 3 years later. I know that number 6 is different. I already knew when I posted the puzzle, but I still say thank you for spending the time to reach out to me and to let me know, and I get that conversation going that way. So when you see a puzzle on my timeline, you're like, oh, what does that have to do with business? It has to do with interaction. I post things all the time to get people to interact with me. And I post things like those puzzles. I already saw the answer. I knew doggy number 6 was different, right? I knew birthday cake number 3 was different. I knew the number, whatever, 0 was in the far left-hand corner. But I did it because people like to interact. They like to talk. And they like it when you talk back to them. Think about it. When you've written someone or said something on someone's timeline and they say nothing back to you, you're like, well, I guess I'm not important enough to speak to. And it kind of hurts your feelings, right? So think about that when someone comments on your timeline that they've taken that time to spend with you, spend that time back with them. I spend a great deal of my time just talking to people, nothing about business, just building those relationships. And on my timeline, I do 80% other stuff, 20% business. And you say, why? We're here to make money. Nobody wants to be sold to all the time. Nobody wants to see ad after ad after ad after ad. Commercials, guys, think about commercials. We all go, oh, it's pee break, commercial time, it's time to get a beer, it's time to get my, whatever you're doing during commercial time. You don't want your Facebook to be a pee break, right? You want them to be there and interact. Every morning I get up and I say good morning to people. I do a morning welcome one. Oh, good morning, how's everyone doing? And I respond, everyone says good morning. I go back and say good morning to every single person that said good morning to me. And it's tedious sometimes, and sometimes I'm doing it in the cars, we're driving to grocery shopping, or I'm doing it, and a lot of time I'm laying in bed saying good morning to people. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not really up, but good morning everyone, here I am. But those little things, again, it all goes back to building relationships. And it takes time. Like someone's like, oh, well, Kim has 90,000 followers. Yeah, I said 90,000, but it didn't happen overnight. Okay, it sure didn't. I started out with 13 followers. One was my mom, one was my brother. The rest were high school friends. I'll use that term, friends. And I built from there. One way I built my timeline up in my friends list is I joined interest groups. You're like, what's an interest group? So up on the top of Facebook, you'll see the search bar. I typed in words that I was interested in. We have a yellow lab. So I put in yellow lab groups. And I joined the groups that had large amount of members, like, 3, 4, 5, 10,000 members. I joined these groups not to sell, to build relationships with. So I would go in, Maggie can only eat raw diet. She gets really sick with commercial dog food. So I went in and asked people what raw diets they use for their dog. I already knew what we were using for Maggie. We already knew what was working for her, but I just wanted to get in there and interact and talk to people. I share pictures of Maggie in that group. I share pictures of Maggie on my timeline, because guarantee people are going to go from checking you out in their group, they're going to go to your timeline to make sure you're legit. They want to know that you are real. So I went in there and I really built connections. And after a while, I'd send a friend request to someone I was talking to for a while, or they send a friend request to me. And I started building my friend list that way. I also belong in a group for parents with autism children, because my eldest daughter is autistic. And I only mentioned, I think, the product once in there because someone asked me specifically what Abby's diet was like. But I never went in there and said, Entourage has saved her life, my life. I do that on my timeline, yes, because when they go to my timeline again, they see what I'm talking about. But I'm in these groups to make friends. We know in these groups, if you go in just to make a sale, they can smell you a mile away. So I know people, I've joined a group for people with diabetes. I'm like, why are you diabetic? And they're like, no. I said, then get the heck out of that group. What are you doing? That's so, like, get out. Don't do that, but think about your interests, right? Yeah, Isaac's laughing, yeah, but it's true. Don't do that. Don't. They can smell. We know you a mile away. I'm in these groups too. I'm admin in so many groups. I'm like, bye, get you out of here. You're not here to help people. You're here to gain profit. And yeah, we all want to make money, but there's ways to do it right. There really is. So get in these groups. Think about it. Close your eyes for a minute. Think about what you're passionate about, what you love, and go find those groups today on Facebook and get in them and make your friends. Think about it. It's the hardest thing to realize what our interests are, especially if you're a mom or dad or busy with work all the time or stressed about money. We forget who we are. We truly do. I know it took me a long time. Like, okay, my name's Kim. I have 5 kids. No, tell me about yourself. I'm like, my name is Kim. I have 5. No, what about me? I'm like, I like sunflowers. Okay, that's a start. I really had to think about what I like. I cook in a crock pot all the time, so I joined a crock pot group as well. It doesn't have to be something, you don't have to have a kid with special needs or a fancy yellow labby dog like my Maggie here, right? You just have to think about what makes you, you, and join those groups and get in there and make friends. Don't go in there and start friending people right away either. Build those relationships. But I can tell you, think about if you did it today, where your friends list would be at Christmas time, right? Your friends list would grow huge by Christmas. And the more you interact with people, the more they're going to recommend you. My name was down in Texas, I guess. One girl's like, I was at the grocery store and my cashier started talking about you and a recipe you shared, because I share recipes all the time. And they were talking about some Kimberly Wilkins in BC, Canada, and I know you, I follow you. And I'm like, I was down in Texas. First time I was down in the States was just for the convention this weekend. I'm like, pretty cool. I travel without even leaving my recliner in my living room. I'm like, I like that. but it's because I don't tell people to Google things. I get a lot of people go, Kim, how do you, I don't know, what's in this and what benefits? I give them the benefits. I don't say, go Google it. I help them. I spend that time with them to make that difference. And that's, you know, it is time consuming, but I enjoy it immensely. I truly, truly do. So now that I've talked a lot about that, use your Facebook tools. They want you, you know, the Facebook stories that you have on the top of your phone, or use that. Facebook loves it when you use their tools. The more you use their tools, the more they expose you, the better your business will be. So do Facebook Lives. How many of you have done Facebook Lives? Isaac, have you done a Facebook Live? Have you? Anyone else? Facebook Lives are scary, but they're fun. It's kind of an addiction, I think, too. It really is. My first one, I was so nervous, really nervous. But I find the more I do them, the more interactions I get, the more exposure I get, because Facebook wants you to use their tools. I was saying at the convention, I did videos at first when I first joined HBN, and I did a product of the week. So I'd be like, oh, Sesso, it's our great intimacy cream, and blah, and I do a 15-minute video about talking about Sesso or pain cream or whatever, and it would take me hours because I would be like, oh, my nose is too big, delete that one. Oh, my forehead, what's up with the forehead today, girl? Oh my gosh, and I delete it. Or I'd say something weird, and I'd be like, why did I say that? And I'm like, oh God, I'm recording. Oh gosh, now I have to delete this. I find doing pre-recorded videos like that the hardest, because we tend to sit there and criticize the heck out of ourselves. Getting on live, you'll see a teammate pop on. They're like, hey girl, how's it going? And it feels like you're talking to a friend. When I talked about Sesso in my one video, I kept calling it a him. He's a great product. He really works well. And by the time I said he, like by the 20th time, I was like, what the world am I saying? Everyone's like, he, hey, Kim. Cecil's a he for you? I'm like, just never you mind. Never you mind, right? But don't worry about being perfect. I couldn't say the word Ayurvedic when I joined this company. And I got up Google Translate, and I'm in the bathroom, and I'm squishing my face together trying to get it to do the right words. I'm like, Ayurvedic. And I was trying to, just like the guy on Google was doing. I'm like, okay, let's try this word. You don't have to know all the words. I skip over words when I'm going through the ingredients. I'm like, what is green tea, matcha? Oh, let's go down to lemon and orange peel. I skip all those middle words that I cannot say. And I just show people, I'm like, here, you can see the words that I can't say. You know, you don't have to be perfect. I think it'd be boring watching someone perfect. Could you imagine watching someone that could say all the words correctly, could tell you everything about them, everything was so prim and proper? You'd be like, okay, I'm back in school again. I'm listening to my teacher, and you'd be blinking a lot, right? You don't want to be that person. I think the best videos I've seen, Marcus Jones with soap on his head. He used the Bath and Body bars. He put it all over his bald head, and he was all sudsy up there, and he's like, I promote. I love this soap. And he's up there with soap all over his head. It was the cutest thing. One of my DTs, Holly, she was doing the face cream. She had her hair up in her towel because she just got out of her shower. She's in her white robe, and she's up there with no makeup on, and she's really close, and she's like, see my crow's eyes? And she's right up there trying to show everyone. But people love seeing that, right? They love that she was real, relatable. You're like, oh yeah, my eyes do that. Oh yeah, I got those little wrinkles from doing that with my nose. Yeah, okay, I want that product. Because they showed themselves being real. They're not up there with perfect face already and perfect skin already saying, look at what I've done, because no one cares. They're like, no, whatever. You look great already. You don't need that. But we want to see the crow's feet and the wrinklies, and we want to see how it's changing over time. When I first started with MLM, I was in a weight loss company, and I still have a lot of weight to lose, but I was pushing 340, 350. I had a lot of weight on me. I lost 140 pounds, and I was up there weekly showing my stomach, showing, you know, I lift up my shirt just to show the progress. Was it horrible some days? Yeah. Did I like sharing? No, but you know how many people's lives I changed because I showed what was really happening. And when I had a bad day and I ate something I probably shouldn't have, like a jelly bean, because that's kind of my weakness, I'd get up there, show the package, I ate this. I'm being accountable, I'm being honest, but tomorrow I'm going to do better for myself and for you guys. I let them know when I had a bad moment. I let them know that, like right now, I just recommitted myself 2 days ago to eating healthy again and to using our products consistently. Why I stopped using Slimmer consistently and Vitality, I can't tell you. I had a hysterectomy in May. Excuses, I could sit here and tell you the excuses, but the fact is, I just stopped believing in me for a minute. So I stopped using the product, and now I'm back on the products consistently, and I feel better. So being the product of the product is important. I love we have the free account in this company. That rocks. We can help people because we all have been there where that $20 means you eat or you don't eat. And I would be really, really upset if someone spent their last $20 or $50 on a product over eating or paying that power bill. That is not what we do here. Your bills, your food, your rent, your mortgages, your family come first. Products come second. Okay, but if you can be the product of the product and just pick one product to start with, if that's all you can do, absolutely awesome, but be the product of the product. And people always ask me, what product should I start with? I don't know. Tell me about yourself. What are you passionate about? Are you passionate about weight loss? Are you passionate about pain management? Are you passionate about essential oils or pet line? What are you interested in? And that's where you should start. For me, I started with CBD, then it stopped coming to Canada, so I went to Entourage for my daughter who's autistic. We got off all of her medications, and I'm not making medical claims here, but I know with my family here, I can be honest and open. With Entourage, Abby got off all of her medications, and she was on horrible, dangerous medications. She was a zombie child. She wasn't going to school. She wasn't showering. She would not eat at the table with us. She would get in rages and fits where she would throw like the air conditioner out of the window and didn't care if her sisters were playing underneath, not because she's a mean kid, but because the medications made her psychotic. They truly did. She would have fits and rages where my husband and I would have to pin her down and hold her, and so she didn't hurt herself, and she wouldn't remember them afterwards. She wouldn't remember. I'd be, Abby, honey, do you remember throwing the water bottles at mommy? And she's, oh, do you remember doing that? No. And it was medication she was on. We got diagnosed with autism. We got diagnosed then with ADD, with anxiety, with depression, with OCD. Every time we went to the doctor, there was another diagnosis, another medication, and my 11-year-old at the time was basically half dead. And to me, that kills me that I did that. I trusted my doctor, and I watched my baby slip away from me. And the day that she got off of her medications and things, I asked her for that Christmas what she wanted. I got a list I still have it on my phone. It's bullet point of things that she wanted. That was the first year in 11, 12 years that she had an interest and could tell me things that she wanted. And people are like, oh, you're grateful your kid was selfish? I'm like, nope, she had an interest. She had an interest. This year she did dance classes. It's going to make me cry. I posted the video in the testimonial group. She did 2 dances this year, and we're doing competition next month. And I tell you, I will spend this money any day if she has an interest, just to see her shine on that stage. I was that mama in the back recording, crying as I'm recording. I'm like, oh, that's my baby girl. But because of Entourage, it gave me back my daughter. So what I'm saying is find your product that you can really stand by. And again, your stories are all going to be different. Maybe it may be pain lotion because your knees were so bad because of an injury from a car accident, or because of whatever your story is. And your story is just as powerful, if not more powerful than mine. Your story will change a person's life. Your story will have an impact on somebody. And whose life can you change? Could you imagine? The best messages I get is, Kim, my daughter now is going to school. My daughter now can think. My daughter, or my son now is calm and he's off his ADD meds. And these are the messages that I thank God for every single day. So being the product of the product is important. People always ask, what's your experience with this? Well, let me tell you what my experience is. And if I don't personally have one, I go to that testimonial group that has 20,000 members in there, and I go and borrow anything I see in there that I think is fantastic, and they're all fantastic because they're all real stories from real people with real struggles. We all have those struggles, right? We all struggle, with whatever, with weight loss, pain, whatever your struggle is, and there is a testimony in that group for you to use. Use it well. If you use them public, just put a little disclaimer, not making medical claims, personal experiences, or from my personal experience, or from so-and-so's personal experience, just to keep our house safe. HBN is our home. We want to keep it safe. Please, again, no income disclosures. Like, you can't go and take a screenshot from your back office and, woohoo, I made that $75 star bonus. Here's a click from my back office. You can say, yeah, I got $75 from my star bonus today, but don't put your back office into it. Okay, just let's keep our home safe. I want HBN to be here for a long, long time. I know it's a family legacy company. This company is just getting started. It is not going anywhere. So let's keep it safe so we can grow here, make some money. And perhaps my son has an account. I want it to keep going throughout my family too. I'm going to teach my kids to be all little marketers, I tell you, because why not have a side gig? If you can't do this full time out, why not have a side gig? I tell you, when I was down in Florida, I met more Uber drivers and Lyft drivers and people with side gigs. And I was handing out my business card near the end because I got confidence from the conference. I'm like, so I was in the car with one of the Uber drivers. I'm like, so how long have you been driving Uber? He's like, oh, 4 years on and off, but my back is getting sore. I said, oh, have you always done side gigs? He's like, no, but I really like it. And we started talking. I'm like, so what if I had an opportunity where you could be at home? And I have his email address now. By the end of it, I walked away with his email address, and we're talking through the computer now. So you never know whose life you're going to impact that day or who you're going to run into that needs a little bit of TLC, right? We all need a little lovin's. So let's love up the world. So here we go. Let's see. Don't be afraid of you. See, I've jumped ahead. I've missed half of this, but it's okay. Yeah, when you first start, don't focus. I think Marcus counted, we have 88 products by the time you get all the samples and all of that kind of stuff. The one thing I've seen people do is they come in and they put 88 products on their timeline or 88 products in their group, and they have no clue what they're focusing on. Their audience has no clue what they're focusing on. And if you don't have an audience, if you're new to Facebook, and a lot of us are, that's okay. But you're building an audience then. You're building who you want to attract to you, because you are going to attract people like you. You're going to attract like-minded people. There are followers on my timeline that think, whoa, I don't know where you came from, but okay, we will get to know each other and I'll learn your way, you'll learn my way. But most of my followers are into things I'm into because of things that I've shared and that's been shared, right? So think about your interests and focus on when you first join 1 to 3 products, 3 at the most, 1 to 3 products. Do not go any more than that. You're going to confuse the heck out of yourself, which means you're going to confuse the heck out of who? Your audience, right? Because if you don't know your focus and you don't know anything about the products you're talking about, you're just wasting your time. So focus on, educate yourself on one product first, and then maybe move up to 2 or 3. I used to focus on one product for the entire week when I started. So 1 week would be all pain. I would share pain testimonials. I would do a live with pain and show it and smell it and show people and show how thick it was and demonstrate. The only one I won't demonstrate is sleep, because as soon as that goes on my body, I want to go to sleep. Right? I'll smell it and things like that, but I will not demonstrate that one. And I tell people why. They're like, well, let me see you put it on. I'm like, do you want to watch me nap for the next 20 minutes? I'm like, no, right? And I joke with people like that, right? You have to show people your personality. And I know you all have amazing personalities. I know you do. But focus on 1 to 3 products per week. And if that's all you ever focus on in this company is one product, if say you're really passionate about that pain lotion and that is where your mojo's at and that's your only thing you love, promote it. And I worked one company where we had one product only, and I went to Diamond just showing people that one product, because they want to see you in 6 months loving that one product still. They want to see you in 3 months loving that one product still. Those that company hop from company to company to company to company lose their credibility, lose the trust. But if you are here in 2 years and you're still talking about that pain lotion, they're going to be like, okay, she is really, or he's really legit. Like, that must be the bomb of the bomb of the bomb of the product, right? I have friends that have joined me, and they've joined 7 other companies since joining me. And I can tell you, they're still struggling. 2 years later, they're still struggling because they're hopping around and this product's great this week, this product's great this week, this next one's great next week. Find your focus and really love it. You know, if your 3 products are all that you love out of 88 something products here, awesome, 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 awesome. My top sellers would be Pain Lotion, Vitality, Slimmer. I say Mind, Body, and Soul as one because it's a healing trilogy. I think they're perfect. They work well alone, but together they were designed to be a trilogy for a reason. And Entourage. You know, I have ladies that come to my door just for Sesso. They won't order it online. So they'll come to my door. hi, do you have any of that, that stuff? I'm like, Sesso? Yeah, that stuff. Can I buy something? I'm like, yes, you can buy that stuff. I have 2 house cleaners. That was one of my goals, that once I made enough money, I needed a little help in the house with 5 kids and my husband. I love him, but he cannot clean for the life of him. He is the sloppiest man ever. He knows it. I said once we made enough money, I said, I'm going to hire a house cleaner. They come, ones I found came in pairs because they work safety in numbers. Totally respect that. But they take Sesso for cleaning my house a lot of the times, So I love it that I can give Sesso away, help them, and have a clean house. I'm like, yeah, I love it, love it. I built I'm going to drop this too. I built my business to a lot on samples. I won't talk too much more, you guys, because I know your guys' time's precious, but I have samples that I send out to people too. Pain cream, I got little jars from Amazon. I'm trying to think where they are. Can you hear me? What do I do? Welcome to my chaos in my office. It's my living room too. So I bought these little jars from Amazon, and I bought a whole big bag of them for $20. And I put samples of pain cream, sleep cream, things like that in them. I keep them in my purse. They come with labels so I can label it. And when I go through like Safeway, I had one girl with sciatic nerve issue, and she kept saying, oh, every week I go to the same cashier. I'm very routine that way. And she's like, oh, I'm sore today, I'm sore. So I reached in my purse, I gave her 2 samples of pain cream. I said, try this. Let me know next time I'm here what you think. Now she's one of my top customers. She loves it. My mail person at Christmas, and I'm watching her go up and down all the stairs and up and around all the streets in the neighborhood. I gave her a full-size thing of pain cream at Christmas, and now she buys from me regularly. You don't have to do full size. You can do samples, right? Because I don't want you guys to break the bank. But there's lots of ways. Nova, people are giving away samples in little, do I have little baggies? Little baggies like this. And just giving samples away in that. You don't have to break the bank to give out samples. You give out samples of Slimmer, Vitality, whatever you want. And I have a list. I send out Christmas cards every Christmas to people. I always ask my timeline, who wants a Christmas card? Why do I do that? I get their address. I get their mailing address. So yes, I have to spend a little money on the Christmas cards. I go to the dollar store, buy the cards there, mail them out, but I have people's addresses. So then I send out little samples here and there to people that I've gotten Christmas cards from. Cecil samples are $1.95. Like, you can buy a whole bunch of those and send them out at Valentine's Day. There's lots of ways to build your business, but I always keep these in my purse because everybody I know, oh, my back, oh, my shoulder, oh my. And I'm like, oh my, try this, right? And then when they want to order, I give them a $25 gift card. If you don't have gift cards, hit me up. I have thousands of them. 2 years in this company. They do not expire. They will say expire on. They never expire. Don't tell people that. They do not expire. So do not worry that if a year from now that you have 200 gift cards that are going to expire, they don't expire. They really don't. I tell people to use them within 24 hours or 48 hours sometimes. Sometimes I don't put that pressure on people because I don't know what that person is going through that day. I don't know what bill's going to come up, what medical they have to pay. I don't know what's going on in their life. Like, can I use this next week? Use it when you can. And if it does not work, come back to me. I'll get you another one. Right? I try to treat people the way I want to be treated. But these kind of things on Amazon, do you guys see the ones for the nose too on Amazon? I'll post the link where you can put the essential oil on it and label it as well. So when people get it, they can smell it before they buy. Those are going like hotcakes too. People are really jumping on that. I ordered those from Amazon. They should be here, I think today or tomorrow. And I think a big package of them was $20 or something. I have 30 or 40 of them to hand out to people. But again, I got my mailing list too that I'm going to go through my Christmas card list and start sending them out to people. And people love a little surprise. I got a little thank you package from a girl. I buy her lip gloss and her mascara. She sent me a little sample of things like that, and it came in a pretty little envelope when I was gone. And I liked it, so I know if I liked it, people will like samples from Heart and Body Naturals. We all like a little thinking of you, here's a gift. So that's kind of, I don't know. I could go on and on, you guys. I've been doing this for so long, and I'm so passionate about it, and I want you guys to be passionate too, but I want to answer questions and interact with you guys. You guys, I'm bored of hearing myself talk. I want to hear you.
Okay, well, first, I just want to say again, thank you for for this today, being able to pour back into us. I mean, we need this. We need all the information, all the help we can get. And that's why I asked for you, because you have a big heart and you're willing to help and you want to see people succeed. That's why I was drawn to you.
Aw, thank you. I do. I literally cry, you guys, when I hear things. I write things down, and I instantly, as soon as I hear something, I share it with Paula right away too. I screenshot. I'm like, Paula, check this out. This is why we're doing this, and this is what I want. I don't want to be the only one making money in this company. That's no fun. It sucks. Okay, and I love it as people are coming in and I'm seeing people get star bonus money and things like that. I'm like, yes, we are making a difference.
Yes.
That is what it's about, is helping everybody, because we all struggle. And everyone that is here, I've heard stories of such struggle and such, and then such triumph too, right? Like when Will Zanders was speaking, and my God, that man is magic with the words.
Yes.
He is magic with the words, but he had struggles too. You think, oh, he was a cop and things. What struggles? He had struggles. We all are real people. So I don't ever want anyone to think, oh, she's too busy for me, or she's up there in the county, she doesn't have time for me. I had uplines like that, and I felt so alone and so scared sometimes. And I wasn't successful in some of these businesses because of the isolation. If you weren't making $10,000 or $20,000, you weren't important. To me, I don't care what's in your bank account. You signed up, you were important right away.
And see, what got me was too, is like, when I came down to the retreat, I didn't even know who my upline was. So people were like, who's your upline? I'm like, I don't know. But what really got me was when I first got there, what was the coordinator's name?
Troy Dooley.
Yes, Troy, Mr. Troy. So I got my ticket. I didn't have my ticket. I just hopped in the car, drove to Florida. I was like, I gotta be there. I gotta be there. So I drove to Florida, got my ticket. When I got there, I walked into the room that night, and I felt a little uncomfortable. I just seen a whole bunch of people talking around. You know, I was by myself, and the first two people who came talking to me was Paula and Ben. And I didn't even know they was the owners until she was like, I'm Paula and this is Ben. I'm like, what the world?
I love that.
Yeah, so that made me feel so comfortable. She was like, enjoy yourself. You have drinks, you have food. We're glad you came. You know, she asked me my name. She made me feel so welcome. And that's how, it made me feel real good. It really did.
Yeah, she's a phenomenal lady. When I first saw her out with Troy Dooley, I went out and was like, oh, there's your sister. Don't know what your two connection is, because I've never met Paula in real life either. See, I looked at her, hugged her. She looked right in my eyes, and I just started tearing up. And she hugged me again, pulled me back and looked in my eyes, and I was like, oh, stop, don't look at me. But I could feel the love.
Yes, you can.
The first time we met in person, and then as I was doing my speech there, I kept looking at her thinking, oh, sweet God, you got to stop looking at me, because I can't handle the love anymore. Like, it just pierces through you. And it was amazing. She really does care. We have owners that truly care. And if you haven't watched Ben's story and Ben speak, and wasn't used to the microphone, doesn't do public speaking, by the end of the convention, you wouldn't know. He kept grabbing the microphone and things. But if you haven't watched Ben speak at first, go watch it, you guys. It'll give you our back history of our company. Because he got sick, he got really sick with vasculitis. It was because of the healing trilogy that Alexandria Brighton, our formulator, made that got him healthy, and that is why HBN was born. It is a fabulous story. It's so real because they were working so much and struggling too. They've had their struggles. I think that's what makes them an amazing owner to have.
Mm-hmm. And then what also got me was when y'all was up there talking, and she said, my company's for the everyday people that need to pay a phone bill or pay a light bill, or like you said, you help somebody get some tires for their car. People that are in need now, and you get paid instantly. And I love that part where you get paid instantly.
Yeah. Instant pay for real people. That's what this company was designed for. Yeah, we want millionaires, of course. We all want everyone to be a millionaire, but honestly, I'd rather everyone be able to eat. I'd rather everyone be able to pay their bills. I'd rather everyone be able to support their children without having to go to the food bank or for food stamps or whatever's in your community, because it's different from country to country. I don't want you relying on the government for money.
Yes.
The government is not a place to rely on for money, because they don't give it two hoots about the person, right? Here we care. We want to help. And I knew that once I was done speaking to Paula, that my mission and her mission were the same, to help people. And And who would have thought a girl up in Canada could do that, right? So don't ever doubt yourself. Don't ever think you're not good enough, that you don't have enough to offer, because you truly do. You are here on earth for a reason. You are here brought together at Heart Body Naturals for a reason. And whether you're religious or not, because I know everyone has different walks of life, we are here for a reason. We are put together for a purpose.
Yes. Now, Stephanie or Veronica or Mr. Wilcox, Walensky, anybody else got anything they want to say or ask Ms. Wilkins?
I just want to say thank you. I can tell that you are so passionate, that you genuinely believe in what you do, and that says something, because I've seen people at presentations and I was like, well, what? I want to know what their why is, because it's not that they enjoy it. It's not that they are living it. And I'm definitely like, I try to keep a poker face, but I'll be wanting to know, but I don't do that.
I'm glad you
I
don't.
genuinely enjoy this. You told me some things. I had to jot down some things that's going to help me. And I like how you said with the Facebook, with the profile pics, with what they see when they go on there, because it does make a difference. When you said, oh, people go to your page, because that's what I do. I will go to people's pages.
Yeah.
If they approach me about doing, oh, well, let me go see what you about, because I don't want to be caught up in no mess. I'm looking at your integrity. I'm looking at your character. And you, young lady, bless you. You truly believe. You truly are a woman of integrity and character. And I'm honored to have been able to join you. I was late, but I got here.
Better late than never. Better late than never, right? That's life. It's life. I tell you, I'm just grateful that you were able to spend time with me. I trust you. I'm really, really honored to be here with you guys. Isaac's like, really? You're going to do it? Really? I'm like, really? You want to listen to me talk? Okay.
Yes.
Right?
See, Isaac is that person too. Isaac knows me. We worked together for years. So I knew him. So when he reached out to me, it wasn't even no hesitation. I was like, yeah, I will look at it, just because of him and who he was. I know, I believe in him. I trust him. And that's how he got me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the trust factor. It comes down to everything we do in life. We go to the same church. We do everything because we trust.
Yeah.
Right? And you know, when you go into a situation where you didn't trust, you didn't listen to that gut feeling, you didn't listen to your whatever, your Jiminy Cricket, whatever you want to call it, and you didn't listen to your and you get in that situation like, oh, I should have listened to me. Why didn't I listen to me? And you know, I think with business too, that's one thing Paula taught me, is listen to your gut. If it feels wrong, guess what, honeys? It is wrong.
It is wrong.
Right? Like it is, and you won't make it right. You will just have to fix everything you've done wrong along the way. That's all. And we've all had to clean up after ourselves, because we've all made a lot of mistakes in life. Gosh knows I have.
Well, I want to say thank you also. I mean, so many times, y'all, I apologize. I had the flu or chicken, but I don't know what I had. But anyway, you know, so many times, you know, you see these big performers or people perform, you know, large in some of these companies, and they say, well, you know, I built my life and I have a yacht now, this, and you too can have a yacht. You know, that kind of fake kind of thing, you know, they show you pictures of them fanning themselves with money. And you're like, okay, wait a minute. You know, and just to piggyback, I mean, thank you so much for being real and, you know, letting us know that, you know, just regular people out here, you know, doing the business and making a life for themselves while doing it. I mean, like you said, I have a full-time job, but for me, you know, I've been laid off before, so I know what it feels like not to have. And I need a second stream of income. I don't want to be that person that's vulnerable anymore. You want to lay me off, cool, I'll do this full-time. You know what I mean? So for me, I just thank you very much for being very real and answering a lot of questions. What you said about Facebook and being productive on Facebook. I mean, I'm on Facebook all day long. I'm lucky in my job that I can sit on Facebook pretty much, you know, and so just understanding how to, you know, engage on Facebook and make the business work for me. I appreciate that information.
You are so welcome. Anything that you see on my timeline ever, and go back years, you go back as far as you want on my stuff, take it. Don't ask me. It is yours instant. Anything you see that I post in groups, anything is yours to use. Same for any of the leaders here. We help each other. I don't care whose team you're on or how many generations. I don't even know what really generations meant when I joined. I'm like, generations? I'm like, they're not generations, they're people. But okay, I don't care where they fall under me. Anything you need. And don't ever, please, one of my pet peeves is when people put sorry to bother you It's never a bother to hear from you. It is my pleasure to hear from you. So say, hey, Kim, I need, or hey, Kim, can you help me? Or hey, I've had a bad day. Can I, and just vent to me. If you can't vent to your upline and your friend, who can you vent to? Because we all have good days and bad days. You need a little lifting up, come to me. I'm going to come to you guys too, because there's days where I think, what am I doing? Really? I did all that work for a customer to tell me how horrible I am today. And you have those moments where my kids are just, kids, and my husband's just done something husband-like, but we all need somebody to lift each other up. And that's what we do here too at Heart and Body Naturals. And I've never experienced that in a company. As I recommend people going to their friends, family to vent, not to your Facebook. Don't use your Facebook as your dear dumb diary. I would like to go and, shake those people and hug those people that do it, because I'm like, don't do that. Facebook is not a place for your dirty laundry. It is not. And I always say dear dumb diary because my kids read those books and things like that. So that's where I got that term and things like, every time I say it on the live and Charlotte's in the room, she's like, that's my book. Mommy's talking about me, But we are here to help everyone. And yeah, look, I have laundry galore on my couch to fold. Okay, it is real here. I will never. My dream isn't a big home. My dream is an acre of land with a mobile on it. I don't do stairs well. I have arthritis and things like that. And then I want a carriage house above for my 2 daughters who are not going to leave me. They're going to be adult children with us, and we're going to always have to support them and love them. And I want them to have a little 2-bedroom apartment above the garage so they have their independence. And I want some land because we camp and trailer, and I want my kids to have their trailer on the land with my grandkids. I want a little garden. I want my dog, and I want a rabbit. I love bunnies. So that's my dream, right? People are like, and I'd like a pool because I like to swim, but I don't like going to the lake because I don't know what people have done in that lake. I have so many weird pet peeves, right? So my dream is just to be self-sufficient. That's why I want my garden, my little land, and to raise my family and my grandkids eventually. So yeah, I'm about as, people like, well, why don't you have the big home? I don't want it. Why don't you have this? Why would I want it? If that's your dream, go for it. But I just want people to be looked after. And if that means you all have to come live on my land afterwards and I got to feed you guys, I'll do it, okay? I will. I really will. That's what I am. And I really appreciate you guys. Is there any questions or anything that I can help you with right now? You guys are good?
Well, if nobody else, I have, can you explain to them about I forgot how you say, I guess the PV and the CV far as, maximizing the compensation plan and doing, I think it's the $100 and...
Well, to max out the comp plan is 100 PV. PV means personal volume. That's the only difference between PV and CV, really. Personal volume, commissionable volume. They're basically the same. Like when you go look in your back office and you look at the customer shop page, they're the same value all the way down. 100 PV doesn't always mean $100. It depends on the value of the package because every product has a different commissionable volume, depends on the price and the quality. All of our things are high quality, but one person said, well, the new lavender is only 24 PV, but the other one's 25. It's because the new one has more expensive ingredients in it. We can't give as much commissionable volume on it. So if you're going to max out the comp plan, 100 PV, go look in your back office there when you go to purchase products. You will see the value of each package. You will see the value of each product. 100 PV is the way to max out the comp plan. Then you get, if you're going to do that too, do it on auto ship. And you're like, oh, auto ship. Oh gosh, no, God, I've been screwed over. Sorry, bad word. Sorry, I've been messed up. But we've all had bad experiences with auto ships where you can't get yourself out of them. And here you can cancel just like that. You can change your auto ship just like that. You have that power control in your back office under manage auto ship. But I recommend if you're going to do it on auto ship, you get your 5% off as soon as it processes right away. And if you're using this company for years, that's a lot of money. Yeah, it adds up quick. You're going to get your MRP points. Right now I'm at 30%. So what I buy now, I get 30% back into my MRP points because I've been in this company more than 16 months. I use my MRP points to give away free product for my downline, for my customers, for potential customers, and this for Christmas. All my family members got HBN products because I use my MRP points.
Hello.
And then you get the gift cards too. You get 10 free gift cards plus whatever, if you bought a package, whatever's in the package too that you bought. And then you get 10 free gift cards every time your auto ship processes. And those gift cards are incredible. And I'm not in the States, but Marcus said that there's also a tax write-off. So every time someone uses a gift card, you can write it down and it is a tax write-off as well.
I didn't know that.
I know. I learned that from Marcus at the convention, and I'm not in America, so it's a little different here in Canada, but for you guys there, you can use it as a tax write-off when someone uses it. So
yeah, because I actually, I set my auto ship with the gift cards.
Yeah.
Because like when I first got started, I was like, well, you know, what are these products? I didn't know what they were, so I joined and sat the products on my dresser. Just looked at them. I go to work, come home, look at them, like, what is this? So I actually started digging into it and reading about it, and I got on YouTube, watched videos, seen you and Marcus, and then I seen the testimonies. I said, I need to be taking this.
Yeah.
And so that's where my journey started.
So does Veronica. You need some silver. I wish I could give you my silver right now. It's on my desk. Silver is amazing when you're feeling crummy. I tell you, I wish I could lather your feet up right now with Adult Wellness and give you some Tri-Remedy and put some silver in you. That's what you need when you're feeling miserable. I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So let me ask, since he mentioned that, Marcus, you're going to have to help me, because remember when you first met with me and you told me to buy something, and I did. I can't even remember what. The Slimmer. It has a Slimmer, the Mind and Body, and a soul product. I saw it in there.
So, Mind, Body, and Soul?
Yeah, I think so. And it had Slimmer in it also, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said, and you said, well, I was supposed to buy from you. I don't know what happened, what I did. You know, I ended up with 2 accounts and all kinds of foolishness. But you said, okay. You said, well, you in good shape then. And I'm like, okay, what is that? Oh, there you go.
Sorry.
Go ahead,
I don't quite. No, I was going to say, I don't quite understand when you said. I think I heard you talk about the CV and the MV or CV and PV or whatever. How does my purchase affect that type of thing?
Your purchase, Maggie. I think we just got an Amazon order. Sorry, guys. Maggie, shush. Yes, Amazon. Sorry. So your personal volume will help your commissions. Okay, so if you have 25 PV every 30 days, or if you go on auto ship, will be monthly. So it'll be the first to the first, second to the second, whatever you set it up at. If you signed up on February 15th, and your next one is due March 15th, but your PV will affect the different ways that you're paid and the amount that you're paid. So if you have 25 PV, you qualify for a little bit less of the matrix pay, 25 cents, opposed to if you had 50 PV, then you get $1 for orders under your 50 PV or more. If you have 50 PV, you get more binary money. If you have 100 PV, you get even more binary money. So it just depends. Being qualified for at least 25 PV is an awesome start. If you want to max out the comp plan, 100 PV every month is the way to do it, because then you qualify for star bonus and different bonuses. I can help you understand that a bit better. It's really hard to explain, but it's easy once it's in front of you and looking at you. But for myself, I have 100 PV, so I get 12% binary money. So every time I have 200 volume on the left and right, I get 12% of that. If I had 50 PV, I would get 8%. If I had 25 PV, I get 4% of that money. So I think, oh, well, 4, 8, or 12%, which one do I want? I would like the 12%. So star bonus, if you have 25 PV or 50 PV, you do not qualify for star bonus money. You have to have 100 personal volume every month. Again, star bonus, I have made, I think, $40,000 in star bonus money, you guys. So the star bonus is powerful, and it is unlimited every month. So as long as you keep enrolling people and they have 100 PV, you can get that over and over and over and over. But if you don't have 100 PV, you do not qualify for that bonus. And at first, if you're first starting and don't have the money, don't go to the bank to get it, okay? Just wait till you have the money and then join at 100 PV. So, and then in matrix money, that matrix is powerful, but it's a bonus money, okay? It's bonus. But if you have 25 PV, you're going to get 25 cents for every 50 CV order under you. If you have 50 CV, you get $1 for every 50 CD order under you. Like, that's a lot of money to walk away
Mhm.
from. If someone says, well, maybe I'll do 50. I'm like, $1, 25 cents or $1. Think about it. That's different, right? It's for buying one more product. But again, if you can't do that, don't go breaking the bank to do that. That bonus will still be there 6 months from now when you're in better financial situation, okay? That will be there for you. If you can do it today, I would do 100 PV. If you cannot, start at least at 25. Get into the other ways we are paid, because I know my binary money is phenomenal. That is where most of my money comes from now. I am a great seller. Between Fast Start and binary, that's my big monies. But
Yes.
break your bank, don't go starve, and don't not pay your power bill, because Kim said, right, I want you to look after you first and then do the business after.
Yes.
That's my biggest message for people. I have people they're like, I'm going to go to Florida, I'm going to put on my credit card. I said, are you kidding me? Do not go to Florida and put it on your credit card. I will sit there with my phone and I will record the whole thing in my arm near the end. I was doing this and I was getting the back of Marcus's head, and I watched Marcus's hand doing the same thing. I could see his hand slowly leaning and falling. Hey, Marcus, get your hand up there, right? Because I would hate for anyone to break the bank to try to make money. And it does take money to make money, but don't go into debt to do so. Never, ever, ever. You know, like I said, I put it on our credit card, but I earned my money back right away that I did, because I knew that I could do it. I believed in myself, and I knew that I believed in what I was doing, and I already had some followers. So I knew spending 100 PV, putting it on the credit card, wasn't going to hurt us any more than we were already hurting. We were, right? But if someone knows that they can't eat or pay a bill, don't do it. But if you can do it, 100 PV. If you can't, at least 25. 50 better.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And that's what I like about it, because you guys tell people to start where you can start. You know, you don't jump up and do 100 if you can't do 100. Do 25. Just start somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
I've been in those campus where you've had to spend $200 to $300 every month to be qualified and things like that, and then end up with product I'm never going to use. I end up putting them in the garage or sneaking it to a family member, say, take this, use this, just take the whole basket home. Love you, have your basket of product I will never use because I just had to buy it to say qualified. Here I buy product and it's all over my house, on the ledge, it's everywhere. It's all over. Use it.
Yes.
That means everything I buy. And I like that we can buy what we want. You're not stuck with product that you don't want. If you aren't into weight loss, you don't have to buy weight loss products. You can go buy whatever is your passion or whatever you want to try, right? I like that here. So I hope that helped a little bit. I know our comp plan is really super confusing at first. It really is. You're like, whoa, what does that mean? What is that? But don't worry about knowing it all. You don't even have to know it to be successful. You don't have to know it. If you want to learn a comp plan, we have it broken down in the groups too, step by step. Company has step-by-step videos as well. We have images as well. We talk about it every Wednesday on training. We do training every Wednesday at 11 a.m. PST time, always recorded. And we will do a team training in the evening time soon too for those that work. So, but don't worry about knowing it all right now. The best advice one of my members gave me was, write down all your questions you have right now, put them in a box, put them up in your closet, and 6 weeks later or a month later, go get that box out, and you'll probably know all those answers in that shoe box, right? Because a lot of people instantly join and hit that roadblock because they want to know it all. And they won't start promoting, they won't start doing this, they won't start doing that till they know it all. Well, who knows it all? I don't know it all. That's why we're going to be doing training with Veronica Ortega, one of our aromatherapists, about the essential oils, because I don't know it all about that. And so we're going to pull her in so we can educate ourselves more. You don't need to know it all to go love and help people. You just have to love people and want to help. That's all you need to do to start this business. So there you go.
Well, I'm about to say, Ms. Wilkins, if anybody else got any questions, we want to hold you up because I'm pretty sure you have a lot that you can do today. So does anybody else have any questions that they want to ask her?
And if you don't hear it, hit me up on Facebook, okay? Just let me know I'm on there, I'm visible, I'm there. Just say, hey, how about blah, 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 and we can talk. I want to know about you guys too. Come share your story with me. I want to know you. I poured my heart out here. You know all about me. Now
You did.
come share yourself with me, because I want to know who I was talking to today. I see beautiful smiles and things like that, but I want to know you guys too. And let me know how I can help you guys achieve your goals, because everyone's goals are different. Everyone has different ways of doing things, and there's way more than Facebook. I can help you with Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and offline marketing as well. There's lots of ways to market your business, and I want to help you. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Isaac, for arranging this. I appreciate it very, very much.
Yeah. Thank you again, Ms. Wilkins, and I hope you have a blessed day.
Thank you. We're off to shop. It is Charlotte's 9th birthday tomorrow, so we are off to do a little shopping. She has some shoes in mind and some weird doll with some weird hair she wants to find. So we're off to do that. That is my day. And to fold the never-ending laundry. All right.
Okay.
Kimberly, chick, I love you. Oh, you are wonderful.
Thank you, guys. Much love always. Thank you, guys, so
All
much.
right. Bye. Thank you, Isaac.
You're welcome. Bye.
You guys are cute.
Hey, HBN family, Coach Marcus here, Phoenix AZ. Just wanted to touch base with you guys and share with you something several of us have been doing for the past few days, and it's been getting results. This is posting a Facebook story 10 to 20 seconds, okay, maybe up to 25 seconds about your product, your favorite product you're using. All right, so don't talk about multiple products during the story. Pick a product. I know right now we've been talking a lot about Nova Smart Coffee, but I just saw some people with their stories talking about body. One person talked about Protector, another person talked about trauma relief. All right, someone even talked about Rise CBD coffee. This was a great idea by one of our leaders. His name is Will Zanders down in Louisiana. And so we've been spreading the word. And so we want to see everybody have success. So record yourself, do a 10 to 20 second video and talk about whatever your favorite product is. If you have several products that you like, we'll make a video for each one of them. Don't do all of them don't talk about all the products at one time. So if the rosemary peppermint bar is your favorite soap we use, we'll talk about that. If Entourage is your favorite oil you're using, talk about that. If Nova is your favorite coffee, talk about that. All right. If you're using body and it's helping you with inflammation, talk about that. All right. But 10 to 20 seconds, folks. These videos work. All right. And then make sure you post your videos in the HBN Leap group so other members can use the videos and post them on their social media pages into their Facebook story. So we're changing the game, folks. You know, there's no other company out here like Heart and Mind Naturals. There's no other company with products like this. Right, we have 75 products now. We have CBD oil, we have black seed oil, we have pet products, we have the biominerals, we have weight loss products, we have Ayurvedic superfoods, right? We have the personal care products that include the black seed oil and frankincense skincare line. We have the hair and body bars, we have Cecil Dolce, and we have the hottest essential oil line out there. So there are no companies out there like us. This is why we can say, okay, we have no competitors, because we are the competitor, guys. So do that, guys. 10 to 20 seconds. All right, that's all your videos need to be for your stories. Don't make them too long. And they're awesome. And use other people's stories too. All right, when other people post their Facebook story videos in the HBN Leap group, make sure you download them and post them to your Facebook stories. Great way to build your business by having other people share their experience, share their testimonials, right? That's how you do this thing, guys. This is, we're on a mission, one team, one dream, and we just want to see everybody have success, and we don't want to leave a single person behind. So stay tuned for tomorrow's training. I believe it's at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully, if I'm on there, I'll mention this during tomorrow's training. But let me hop off this. I need to get to the HBN Lounge group so I can make this same video. All right. So I wanted to do them live because this stuff, it works, guys. We've been doing it, testing it for a few days. Lots of engagement. Those Facebook stories are powerful, guys. Go and look at them. See you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, this is Marcus Jones, Phoenix, Arizona. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, and I'm about to make me a cup of Nova. Being an office worker, I know my coffee, and this stuff is absolutely amazing and very effective. So you have to get you a bag of Nova. This stuff is amazing.
And I will record it as well.
I have to thank you, Jen, for keeping me company while everybody was gone.
No problem. Thank you. All right.
Okay, we are live. Hi, Tom. I see Tom's popped on. Feel free to come on camera if you want, Tom. If not, that's fine too. Hello, you guys. We have missed you guys immensely. We were out in Florida having a great time. It was incredible. That room was just full of people. We had a couple members that had joined that day or day before of coming to the convention. So we had the brand new people all the way to us old seasoned people here, right? It was fabulous. And you know, what I learned from that convention, and it doesn't matter the walks of life that we all come from, it just matters that we share the vision of helping people. And in that room, we had some of the finest gentlemen dressed up in their suits and looking good. And we had just people coming as they are in their jeans. And that room was just so powerful and so emotional. And that 2 days went so quick. And I'm glad that we could share as much as we could with you guys. We were trying to live stream everything as much as we could, but I could see my hand and Marcus's hand eventually starting to fall to the left or right. And then we catch our hand back to try to share. After the convention, I had to rub some pain lotion on my shoulder and trauma because my hand was so sore and my shoulder from having my camera up with this hand and taking notes with this hand. We were multitasking and we tried to share as much as we could.
Thank
we
you for
appreciate
doing
it.
that.
Welcome. Oh, it was our pleasure. There was so much information that I think even recording it, I'm going to go back and watch what I recorded because there was so much information just coming at us, that it was amazing and a little overwhelming. I won't lie, but it was fabulous information they shared. We shared, everyone shared, the leaders. I don't look at anyone. The one thing I took from that is someone asked me, what does a leader look like? I ask you to look around the Zoom right now. Go and look in our groups right now. That's what leaders look like. There's not a description of what a leader looks like. They're not going to show up in a professional suit unless you're Mr. Will Zanders. And, you know, they're not going to do it.
And wait, Will was shocked because he thought this was the typical MLM company event where everyone's dressed up. So that's why he wore the suit, because he didn't know that it was like come as you are. It was great.
It was real people.
It was. And there's not going to be a sign on their head that says, I'm a leader. Okay. So don't go looking for that person with their sign on their head. A leader, you never know who's going to be a leader. I look at all of you and I see superstars. When I was in that room and I was so nervous holding that microphone for the first time, I had no clue what to do.
Great.
I was so nervous. But you know, you never know who's going to be your superstar, who's going to be your leader. We're all leaders. It just takes that belief system. And I look at all the people that sign up with me, and the number one thing I try to do is point out the strengths instantly that I see with that person. Because the moment you start building them up, they're going to come and shine and break through, and they will be your next rock star. Right? Don't look, you know, people ask, well, where do you look for business builders? I'm like, Walmart, Safeway, the gas station. I look everywhere for that next superstar because you never know. Like Jen here, when you signed up with me, you know, you are my superstar there. You know that. But people look at you. You're a mom of 4. You're a small town girl. You know, like you just never know who's going to be your superstar, right? Like me, I'm a mom of 5. I have education. I went to university, never did anything with it. I've been a stay-at-home mom for over 21 years. So, you know, if someone didn't look at me and help me a little bit, they might have missed what I could offer. You just never know who's going to be your next superstar. So that was one thing I took away from that convention, is really focus on people, really help people, because you just never, ever know whose life you're going to impact.
Yep.
I met one girl, Candace was her name, and she came by herself and was nervous as could be, so scared to be in that room. And by the time she left that room, she knew she was family and she was important. So that's what I ask you guys to do with each and every single one of your teammates and customers, because some of my customers are my best consultants now. I have one girl, Louise. She's in her will be 70 soon. And she doesn't build a strong team because she's not a team builder, but she moved that product and get it in the hands of people that she knows. And she is making a huge difference in her community. She has a lot of things through the Legion and things and the Red Hat ladies and things like that. So you just never, ever know, right, where your next customer is going to come from either. So that was pretty, that really stuck with me. Hey, Marcus, what was one thing that stuck with you?
It was about just being in a room with everyone, recognizing they have a common goal, and it was turned into being about the products. Like when Chuck, when he got up and he spoke, and he initially said he joined just strictly for the money, but then then he said now he's transitioning to loving the products, and every person in that room, it was about the impact the products are making. And then so that was great. And it's all about we're here to educate people, which is different than a lot of these other companies. So you won't have all the rah-rah, and it would just come as you are. There's people from all walks of life. There's people who went to college, people who have professional jobs, people, retirees. So there were people from all walks of life, and everyone that was there, they all had a common theme, meaning wherein they wanted to help somebody, and that was great.
And to feel important. When I was talking to people, they said what they loved about Heart and Body Naturals is that we made people feel important, that we truly did put people over profits. Yeah. And I had so many photos, like I was a celebrity, which is crazy, crazy, crazy weird to me. But there's so many photos of everyone there because we wanted everyone to be celebrated, right? I met so many amazing people and like, take a photo with me, take a photo with me. And it's just because they really felt like they mattered, and you guys mattered. If we missed you guys that couldn't be there. Tom was there. We had a great time meeting Mr. Griffin, yes, and things. I've known Tom for many, many years, and finally we've connected and are on the same little team here, which is awesome. But we just connected so much with people, but with you guys too. Just doing these Zooms with your teams and just building people up, I think is really, really important to show people that they truly matter, that you're not just after them for the mighty dollar. Yes, we are here to make money. Absolutely. Don't ever think that we're not, right? This is how I support my family. This is how I'm putting my son through university and things like that. But when you start putting people first, the money is a gift afterwards, and it does come. It truly, truly does. It's mindset. I remember when I first started MLMs and I'm like, I need the sale. I need the sale. I'm going to go out and get that sale. And, it never really worked. It just didn't. And once I started changing my mindset and putting people first, that's when things changed.
Yep.
What is that thing about do what you love and the money will follow?
Yeah.
And it's old, but it's true. If you put your heart in what you're doing and you actually are sincere, the money comes because what you're doing is honest and real,
Yeah. You're being rewarded for being good.
And I think when I had my little set 20 minutes of fame to speak, I just indicated, if you help enough people get what they want, then you'll eventually get what you want. And that was from what Jim Rome or Ziggs, I think that was a Jim Rome quote. And so, it's all about us being here to add value, and not always about selling the products. We're here to add value and to for people to help make people's lives better. So that was great.
And so a lot of you are sitting here, how do I add value? Sharing your story is how you start adding value. The stories we heard this past weekend were incredible, and they were real. Like, you don't have to go up and say, I've lost 300 pounds and da, da, da. You can say, I'm taking it day by day, and I'm making these changes, and this is why. Or share your pain management story, or share your whatever it is, but do it in real life. Like, you don't have to go on and get all fancied up. You don't have to make sure you're in the designer clothes. People don't want that. They want to see you. Like I remember Holly doing her video in her towel, and I loved it. I gravitated towards it, and I watched it because I thought, that's me. I know that. That's me doing that, right? Putting on my stuff and things. And I had to do that more, stepping out of that comfort zone. And I did that huge this weekend. Like, I can come on here and talk to you guys like this, but to get into a room where there's 100 people staring at me, it really isn't my thing. But you have to do these things to in your comfort zone. Whether it's just doing a video that you've recorded, and that was really tough when I first started doing HBN, and Paul was like, please do videos, please do videos. So I'd pick a product of the week and I'd talk about it, and I'd stumble. I'm still looking up words on Google Translate today because I have my presentation tonight, and I wanted to say some of the ingredients in the coffee. So after the Zoom, I'm going to go to my mirror and grab my cheeks and make sure I squish it right to say these words. But don't worry about messing up. It's okay, right? I think when you mess up and laugh at yourself, like I told you guys, I told on one of my opportunity calls, I said I had 5 husbands. I'm like, I'm a mom, I'm a wife of 5. And I'm like, no, I'm not a wife of 5. And I just kept going over and messing it up further and further and further. Jen's laughing because it was funny. It was funny. Yeah. And I'm like, that's it. I am a mom of 5 and a wife of 1. I'm like, a wife of 1? Yeah. Why did I have to add that? You know,
your poor husband. He's sitting there going,
yeah. And I even told people, you know, I stammer and stutter sometimes. I grew up, that was something I've dealt with my entire life. And I still don't let that be an excuse for me not to go out here and have some success and try to help, you know, people. And like Kimberly, it wasn't comfortable being up in front of that room, because especially when, you know, we didn't have a lot of time to prepare. And so, but being up there, just, you know, be yourself and be real, and look for ways to be genuine. And, you know, like I always share my socks every day. And so that's people come to my timeline, hey, where are your socks at? You know, and that makes people smile. That makes someone's day today. I'm wearing my seahorse. They're seahorse.
I love them.
The seahorse socks. You can see them, but I got them on today. But I always start my day with the socks I want to wear. And then I'll build my clothes around that.
And if you are new and have never done a video, because there's people that are watching right now that have never done a video, tell people when you first go on, say, I have never done a video. This is my first time. And the love and the support you're going to get from people, that's the first thing I did. I'm like, I've never held a microphone. I've never done this in public here, you guys, speaking in front of, and at the convention, to me, everyone there was a superstar, so I was really nervous. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's Marcus right in front of me. Oh my gosh, there's Paula, who's like right there in arm's length. I was like, Troy Dooley. I'm like, oh my God, there was Tom. I'm like, oh gosh, I know all these superstars. You know, to me, they're just like untouchable, but they're beautiful people. And it was nerve-wracking, but I said to everyone, I don't do this. This is totally out of my comfort zone, you know, and then everyone was loving and supportive. So if you haven't done a video and you're like, oh, I'm scared, let us know when you're going to do the video. We'll pop on and give you some love, because you guys can do it. Believe in yourself. Believe. I keep getting this question because of Nova about how it compares to other companies. You know what, guys? I don't do that. I do not compare our products to another company ever. Do you know why? Because our products are above and beyond anybody else's products out there. We are the competitor. We are the ones that people should be looking at and comparing their product to ours, right?
They're setting the bar.
Yes, we have Alexandria Brighton. Good luck. You guys, we have Alexandria Brighton. That sets our products above and beyond anybody's out there, hands down. That's if you need to know how it compares to another company. I can't really help you with that, because I believe in our products so much. I don't even look at what's out there. I don't care what other smart coffee companies are doing. I know that our smart coffee is amazing. I know it's formulated just for HBN by our formulator. I know it's going to meet all of our standards to be organic and plant-based and non-GMO and dairy-free, gluten-free, animal cruelty-free, all that stuff, right? I know that in the heart of my heart. So why would I go out there and take our product and compare it to another? It'd be like comparing apples and oranges. You can't do it. Just know that our products are top-notch amazing. Our coffee, and I'm not a coffee drinker, and I tell you, it is an amazing, amazing coffee. I've had a cup today, probably I'm a little more bouncy and around too, but it's a fantastic coffee.
And it works. I started drinking it on Tuesday, So I just got back. I ate some good food in Florida, so I probably picked up a couple pounds. Tuesday morning, I weighed 235. Okay, and then Tuesday afternoon, I drank me a cup of Nova. Yesterday, I weighed 229.5, and then today I weighed 228.5. So in two days, I've lost 6.5 pounds.
Wow.
So that coffee's great.
Okay, I'm going to be drinking that every day. Not that I wasn't going to, but that just confirmed my belief system.
Yes.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Do you mind doing a little bit of talking about what a smart coffee kind of is or what it can do for you? Because I know you have previous knowledge, right?
Right. Well, the nootropics in it, they help to balance your mood, your hormones, and they help you from going on that roller coaster of emotions that you can go on. They keep you, the clarity there, your focus is much better. You're not in that cloud, that funk that a lot of us get in. It's just overall feel good. It's kind of hard to say until you drink it, but you feel amazing, and it's not like a jittery, oh my gosh, bounce off the wall energy. It's just a nice sustained energy, and you just feel good. You're happy coffee, happy.
Yep. And I asked Holly because she was with a previous company that did a smart coffee thing, so she does have a lot of knowledge in it. And I know you were thrilled because you're not going to compare it to another company, but this
Right.
coffee is top notch, right? Like,
Right.
I'm
very happy with it.
Yeah, awesome. That is awesome. So you guys, a Nova Smart Coffee is safe and effective. Okay, I'm getting that a lot too. It is not going to harm you. If you are on medications, please do speak to your doctor, just like with any of our products, right? We're a firm believer in that. But it is safe and effective. It improves memory, like Holly says. It helps with concentration and attention levels. It speeds up learning. When I was researching this morning, it was just phenomenal for me. Uplifts the mood, like Holly said there. It intensifies motivation and focuses during physical activities. So great for people that are going to exercise. It helps combat the effect of physical and mental stress. In this day and age, we all have huge amounts of stress, right? And it also supports weight loss. As Marcus was saying, that doesn't add to the thing that we have Slimmer and Vitality and Nova now, and then Chromium and Black Seed for weight loss. We have 5 products that we can help people with.
And
I'm going to add too quickly. Oh, sorry, Marcus.
Go ahead.
I'm menopausal, and I know I keep talking about this, but it's been a huge kind of challenge during that time. This coffee just I don't know, it just brought a big light bulb on. I have energy. I feel happy. I feel like I did before I was diagnosed with menopause. It's amazing. I can't describe how exactly amazing it is, but it is awesome coffee.
Yep. And the reason I drink it in the afternoon is, as opposed to the morning, because typically afternoon, that's where you have that lull where you're feeling tired, because I'm in an office all day and you want to snack, you feel sleepy. I drink it in the afternoon, and then what it did for me is nighttime is my challenge. I like to snack.
Yeah.
I haven't snacked in the evening time for the past two days. And so that's what led to the weight loss, because I'm not eating as much food, and I have energy from the time I drink it until the time I go to bed. So it's great.
It hasn't disrupted your sleep at all?
Not at all. Not at all. Nope.
That's a good idea.
There is 62.8 milligrams of caffeine per serving, which is 1 teaspoon. So you all know that's another common question I'm getting. Our Vitality is caffeine free because we use decaffeinated green tea, and is it matcha? Is the other one, I think.
Matcha, yeah.
So that is caffeine free, but this does have, I'll say it again, 62.8 milligrams per serving, which is 1 teaspoon. Just for those, I'm thinking with heart issues and things like that. If you have customers, just be mindful, get them to check with their doctor and things like that. But that is another common question. Again, don't compare ourselves to another company. We are above and beyond anybody else out there.
It's amazing with that much caffeine, though, no jitters.
No
jitters at all.
No.
Do you know how much is in Slimmer? I get asked that, and I don't have that answer.
and slimmer.
Is that on hbnhelp.com? I could go and look.
I didn't find it. I looked. I may have missed it. But
I'm on there now. Let me see if I can see the ingredient.
Too.
I don't see caffeine in slimmer, but it has Garcinia cambogia
And green coffee.
and green coffee bean.
Coffee could be decaffeinated again, right? So we have
Yes.
to go. I'm going to we'll ask support for that. That's a good question.
okay.
I don't know if it does. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure the levels, and I don't want to tell you guys something that's.
No.
So yeah, that being switched, guys, just keep mindful again. I'm just going to keep stressing it. Don't compare ourselves. Okay. Cause that is something I'm getting my inbox when I got home. Literally there's like 60 questions about how it compares to other companies. Okay. So really stress to your team. Stop comparing ourselves to other companies. Okay. It's going to hurt your business. It's not going to help your business. You can't get out there and say, we are better than, let's say the company was Sunflower. You can't say we're better than Sunflower Coffee because A, that's going to hurt your business. B, that's going to make you look bitter. And C, you're putting focus on that other company and less on yourself, right?
I've had a hard time because you know how I branded mine so that I stood out differently a couple of years ago. And so my customers still call mine my branded name, not the company name. And so I've struggled with what to do. And I just, instead of just saying Blessing Beans, because that's my domain, I added Nova in front of it for Nova Blessing Beans. So hopefully they'll pick up on that. But I'm running into my customers are comparing even and posting it on my timeline even, but they love it. They're so happy with it.
That's good.
Yeah.
When I, oh, sorry.
Yeah. And I remember before you started at the beginning when we said, you said there's we have no competitors, but we are the competitor. That was something that Troy Dooley told us.
Yeah.
Because he works with a lot of companies, and he said he made that right. He told us right in the beginning that we don't have any competition in relation to the quality of the products, but he said we are the competitor because these bigger companies are looking back at us,
yeah,
and trying to figure out who is this, who are these people, and now
they really are
starting
Paula and things like that. Like, we are making a splash and a big deal.
Yes.
So do not think because we are a small company that we don't matter. Because you know what? We are making waves out there. These big companies are looking and going, Heart and Body Naturals, where did they come from? And what are they going to do next? Right? Like they are scared of us because we are doing things the right way. And I'm not saying that like we were taught this weekend and I already knew that there are other companies out there that are doing things the right way. I do not mean to bash any MLMs because I am very grateful for the industry. The industry has saved my life. And I don't mean money-wise with this company. I was able to leave an abusive relationship years ago there, and that's how I met my husband now. It saved my life, the online marketing. I love the industry. It is a beautiful industry that we have. And there are companies that are doing it right, but nothing compares to Heart and Body Naturals. Not our products, our compensation plan, our CEO, Paul and Ben. Oh my gosh, you guys, please go back and watch Ben's story. When he got up, he does not talk in front of people. That was really out of his comfort zone as the CEO. You would think, oh, he could get up there and talk. He was nervous, but by the end of the weekend, he kept grabbing that mic and talking and things, But it was fun to watch. And we have people, our CEO and CEOs, I'm going to say Paula and Ben, they care. And if that doesn't set us apart, we have owners that truly care. They were shaking hands and photos with everybody.
And remember on Saturday night when we were standing next to Paula after the event was over, and she looked us in the eyes and told us that her and Ben is not about the money for them. It was about they're already doing very well financially, but it's about making an impact so people can afford to buy groceries. People can come off of pills, and having her look you in the eye without a blink, that was very powerful. I mean, just having her tell us that. That was great.
She made me cry when I first saw her out in the lobby with Troy Dooley. I went out and Troy's like, there's who you were looking for, Paul. He's like, that's your sister. He made it, his little Troy talk there, which was pretty awesome. Kind of made me feel really special for a moment. She grabbed me, hugged me, then looked me, stopped, pulled me back, looked in my eyes, hugged me again, pulled me back, looked deep in my eyes, and I started bawling. I had to, and then she hugged me again, and I had to walk away because I was crying so much, because you could just feel the love and the respect, and that and at the dance, they stood there, Paula and Ben, at the back of the room, and they just watched everyone, because they were so honored that we would spend our weekend with them. They weren't making a big deal out of themselves. They were making a big deal out of everyone in that room. They were just so, I don't know, you could feel the love there. And if you guys haven't seen that with her, you will go back and watch some of those videos that we shared, because it was pretty darn magical. We are in a pretty amazing company. And I've never cried meeting someone, a stranger. She's not a stranger. I've never met her in person. So, and I bawled. I was like, oh, get it together, girl, right? Like, come on. But you could feel the respect and the love. And she has that for every single person. I saw it. I saw her to that person that just joined that day or the day prior, all the way up to the person that's been here the longest, right? I can see the same love and respect all the way down the line. I think it was pretty special. So let's switch gears a bit. I'd like to talk about, again, I'm going to sound like a broken record because we have a lot of new people coming in this company, but the testimonial group, there's absolutely no personal links allowed in that group. I won't even go and talk to the person on average now. I just delete. And I hope the other admins do it too. We want you to share your testimonies. Yes, that group is powerful. We need that group, but it's got to be a safe group for all. So I know when Marcus adds his people, or Holly or Tom or Jen or Susan or whoever's watching this, that your people are always going to remain your people. If you add 10 members in there, they're going to be your 10 friends, 10 customers, 10 potential customers. They will always be yours. But if we start putting links in there and having a free-for-all, it is going to turn nasty, ugly, and it's going to ruin that group. So please share your testimonial. Absolutely. Go for it. That's what that group is for. But please, no links, no saying PM me for a free $25 gift card. I came home and saw a whole heck of a lot of stuff going on there, and I
saw it.
Yeah, I scratched my head. Oh, sweet, no, right? We're pretty open and flexible because we want everyone to share in there. We want your personal story. I don't care if you know how your grammar's poor, your English, I can't spell sometimes. I have to Google, but if you don't, things are wrong. I don't care about that stuff. No one should care about that stuff, but links, gift card offering, no. I'm going to be like,
that on your own time.
Yeah, on your own timeline. Yes, but just not in the testimonial group or in the consulting group. I've had some people say, PM me to sign up with me. I'm like, everyone in here is a consultant. Don't do that, right? This isn't a place for you to prospect. There's lots of places for you to prospect out there. Our groups, they're not any of them. Don't do it. Please don't. Because I used to write people say, hi, and now I'm just like, no, you guys, no. Just no.
Yeah.
No.
That, and the other thing is that the mass adding of people.
Oh.
You add 200 people at one time, and they have no idea you're adding. So I haven't approved those, because you can tell when they're just a list of people. I don't approve them, and I just delete them.
100 members the other day, and I deleted them all. Yeah. And it's not because we don't want you to be successful. We don't want, we want you to add people, but add people to that group that you have spoken to. It is.
Yes. It's awful to see some poor soul say, why am I getting all these messages, and who the heck are these people? And that's a communication failure big time.
Well, it's like cooking a big pot of spaghetti noodles and then throwing them all on the cover to see which one sticks. It doesn't work, right? It just doesn't work. It's horrible. It doesn't work.
What a picture.
Yeah, but it's true, right? Like, you can't add 700 people and pray that one will join you or buy. It doesn't work. It really doesn't. And then a lot of the admins get a lot of angry people. Why am I in this group? How did I get in here? Blah, blah, blah. This is unethical. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, I didn't add you, buddy. Like, I don't know who you are, but you can kindly remove yourself if you'd like, or whatever, but just if you want to add someone in that group, talk to them, say, hey, I have an amazing group that I can add you to. It's 20,000 members. The testimonials are phenomenal. Then help that person find what they want. If they're coming after you and say, what helps with depression, or what helps with anxiety, go find some testimonials for them, tag them in it. So they're not going, because you get a lot of people in there that don't know how to search. They don't know what they're to do in that group. And the admins help. Absolutely. That's what we're there for too. But if you could show your members what they're looking for, tag them, and then PM them, say, hey, did you see those tags? That's what that group is for.
That's a great idea, Kimberly, because I'm seeing a lot of people posting questions about what do we use for this and what's good for that.
Yeah.
And if somebody had taught them to look in, search for it in the group, it would save a lot of space, a lot of wasted space for people asking when they could just find out themselves.
I agree.
And we're not doctors, unless you are a doctor. And if you are a doctor, then pipe up and say whatever you want in that group. I will be asking you questions, but we are not doctors. Okay. So when someone says what helps with anxiety and people pipe up, well, you could do this. What if someone screenshot that and took it to an outside source because they didn't get better, or whatever? Like, people screenshot everything, and you don't want to be on there saying a list of products that you would recommend to get off of the medications, and seen some things in there that could get us in a lot of trouble. So we have to be very mindful. We are not doctors. We are supposed to tag people in the testimonials, right? And we should never suggest products that are an HBN either. I've seen
that happens a lot.
It's crazy.
Too much.
It is great. It's a full-time job for the admins to run that group, right? It is. We have between, I don't know, there's 7 of us, I think, in there, and we are working nonstop. And if one of us is gone for an hour, I tell you, I think people know when Marcus or me or Jen or the other men are away from. I'm like, I think they do. I come back, I'm like, oh, you people, right? So does this teach our teams really be mindful with that group to add people, tag them in the correct information, the testimonial, so they can make a decision themselves to see what product. Stop it, Maggie. She's squeaking her.
I thought it was a bird.
Maggie playing with her toy. But then they can make the decision to see what product, whether it's Black Seed or the Entourage or the Mind, Body, and Soul, whatever product that they think is going to help them then, right? And then that gets you guys off the hook for trouble, gets the company keeping our house safe, because HBN is our home. We want to keep our home safe. And that's everything from the income disclosures that we're not allowed to do, making sure that we do a little disclaimer when we share something on our timeline, to making sure that we're using our groups correctly.
Kimberly, I have a question about the income disclosure or whatever. If I get, like today, I got a $75 star bonus. Can I post that on my timeline, or is that not right to do that?
You could do that. You just can't do a screenshot, right, Marcus? What am I saying here? You can't do a screenshot in your.
Yeah, she does. They don't want. I'm cleaning up my timeline for when I started. I was doing that, so I'm going on my memories. I've been deleting some of those posts, but you don't want to. You can't put the actual screenshot. But if you want to speak to, hey, I earned a $75 star bonus.
I did do that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not, but you're not making an income claim.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're just saying.
Put that in brackets, that this is my personal experience, not a guarantee.
Yeah.
Body Naturals. Something to that effect. You word it your way. Of course, hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Word it your way. Just make sure when you're doing anything like that, like, to really watch our disclaimers, because we are, again, exploding. People are watching us. Companies are watching. Competitors are watching, and they want to get us, right? There's some people out there that are celebrating our success, going, you guys go, just like I do with all the other online marketers that I have that aren't in Heart and Body Naturals, but there's some that do not support, right? We know that with life, with people. There's going to be those that will always support an MLMer, and those will be some that see our success, and they will try to get us every step of the way.
They should join us instead.
Yeah, well, they should, right? They're already paying that much attention to us and already watching us that much. Yeah, I would think come and join us, but that's a whole nother topic. But just keep our things really clean. This is our home again. And we do have a lawyer too who does watch us every step of the way too. And when we tell you something, it is coming from the top of the top of the top of the top. And Kevin Thompson is amazing. He's highly educated and he knows his stuff. And so does Troy Dooley. And if they see something, we will get a slap. on the wrist. We have to behave, children, right? We have to be good. And
are we allowed to put something like that quote that Troy said, that we're not, you know, a competitor? We are we, how does he say it?
We have no competitors because we are the competitor.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I've been doing that since we've been back.
And I've been quoting everybody. Yeah, you do that. Absolutely. That is 100%.
Can we put Troy's name on it at the end? You know how you do a quote or not?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Because I have a lot of people on my page that like follow Troy close. That's why I was asking.
No, I wouldn't say he said it. That's something that we took from that event. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Another thing, opportunity videos like Coffee Talk, and I'm going to just stress this again, you guys, you have to be clothed. There has to be clothing. That's not an option. I don't care who you are. I don't care how fine your body is, and we all look fine. You need a shirt. You need pants. You need hopefully underwear, because I was taught from my grandmother, we always wear clean underwear. But anyways, make sure you are dressed, okay? Please make sure that your hair and makeup, ladies, is done. It is an opportunity video that is shown to thousands of people. We have lovely ladies that have come on and done their makeup and things. For this kind of thing right now, as we're sitting here, I don't really care what you guys do. Have breakfast, have your lunch, do what you got to do, because this is training. But when we're doing an opportunity video and we are representing HBN, you must come prepared. I don't care if you wear makeup. Don't wear makeup if you don't wear makeup. But don't come on and do your makeup or your hair. I don't want to see your fancy products. I don't want to do that. Don't come on eating. Please do not come on smoking. It is a health and wellness company we are representing. If you smoke, what you do on your own time is your own business. But I do not want to see a cigarette or a vaporizer or e-cigarette, any of that stuff hanging out of your mouth. I will turn off the camera. I hate to do this, but we're starting to see some stuff that as we're growing, we're seeing a lot of things that I want to ask why. Okay, I really want to know why. So have your lunch after the it's a half an hour. We do it every Tuesday at 11 a.m. PST time. It's called Coffee Talk. I say casual. It is casual. You don't have to get all dressed up. Come in your sweatshirt, come as you are normally, when you go out to the grocery store or go out and have lunch with a friend or whatever, come dressed like that. But be mindful that it is an opportunity video that we share with so many members, and we are to share our why HBN. Please do not ask questions during it. That's okay. Please don't ask medical questions during it. Please do not come on if you are feeling sad and depressed. Please PM us afterwards if you need a little help. We are here to love you, support you. But we have to represent HBN, and we have to do it professionally. And am I missing another point? What else have we seen?
I think you missed. And please don't play with your hair. Just be professional. You're coming on. You want to tell your HBN why in hopefully like 3 minutes or less, so the next person can have a turn. But this is for all of us. We share this into the lead group. The lead group is public. You can do a watch party, and if something goes wrong, I can't share it. Something happened on Tuesday, I couldn't share it. So, you know, it happens and people do things, but, you know, just be mindful, like Kim said, you're coming on, you're representing HBN, you're representing yourself, and let's just all do that.
Yeah, no foul language, just, you know, it's just how you would present yourself outside in the world, right? You want to make sure that you're representing your business. This is your business. You don't work for HBN. This is your business. So you are representing your business and showing potential customers, potential consultants, how we do things here. So when you show up and you're half naked and your makeup isn't done, or you're doing your makeup on there and you're eating and it just does not look appealing, okay? I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't stay 2 seconds watching that. And I'm pretty easygoing. I'm a mom of 5. I've seen it all, right? And I'm pretty accepting with things as I go, whatever, next big issue we'll worry about. But I let things slide off. I have a child with autism. I've seen everything. But it is we work very hard to make Coffee Talk powerful for you guys to use. And I've had a lot of people sign up with lots of my teammates and you guys. I get messages. Who was the girl that was talking about this product? Or who was the guy that was talking about, who was the one with the autism children I want to connect with? And we send people to people all the time. So when you're on Coffee Talk. You are getting exposure. You are representing the company, but let's do it professionally and fun. I don't want it to be stuffy. I never want it to be stuffy, but I don't want it to be a free-for-all either. All right? Does that make sense? Any questions about that? All right. That seems silly, but it's things we have to talk about, right?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure everyone's on the same page with everything. And then Marcus and Jen and I do our Thursday night calls. They are off camera because they're a slideshow. And you're more than welcome to come and join live, or you can go into the groups because we always live stream it into all the groups. But, you know, again, don't try to turn on your camera. You're not going to be able to. We've done that on purpose. I don't want to see myself at that time. That's dinner time. I usually have my hair up to here and, you know, all sorts of stuff. I don't want to see myself on camera. So let's just leave that alone. But I like our opportunity videos too. We do them again for you guys to share. Please don't ever ask. You want to do a watch party, share them, whatever. There's ways, there's programs that you can take it. So my name's not attached or Marcus's name's not attached. And you can download them yourself direct onto your computer. We can post that in the groups how to do that too. And again, if someone ever contacted me and asked me who was the girl that blah, 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 or what was the, you know, comment from someone, I always direct them to the person that they were speaking to. Because we don't do that here. We don't take from anybody. Help. We help, we help, we help.
Yeah.
Well, what did Will say? I'm trying to go back on my notes here.
Let me see.
Want to talk about he kind of gave us a little ways of how he works into conversations.
Those questions he asked.
Yeah, those questions he asked, those were pretty good. So he's talking about did you write it?
No. I wrote them down. Did you get them?
Kind of.
Okay, so I have the first one. I think I wrote it down correctly.
Okay.
Will Zanders, he was talking about when he's talking to people. You can even post this question on Facebook, okay? And all he said was this: I'm just curious. When it comes to making extra money, do you keep your options open, or are you closed-minded? That's all he asked, and he sits back and lets them provide the answer, and then and so that's it in regard to the business opportunity. And then depending on how they respond, you know, you can kind of direct the conversation. The second question was more geared toward the product, and he says, "I'm just curious, what's your favorite brand of coffee?" All right, and then do you know, do you or anyone you know drink coffee? And this is because we're talking about Nova or even Rise now. And then he has some more. He said, and the questions you can ask people are, when was the last time Starbucks paid you a check for buying, drinking, or referring their company? All right. And then the last question was, if there was a company that actually paid you for buying, drinking, or referring coffee, would you want more information, and you could try it for free? That's because we had the gift cards. So that was what I wrote down.
Yeah, and that's how he's built his business a lot with our products, is asking those simple questions. And he does home parties or kind of things where he goes or does speeches and things in different rooms and things. And he asks people that. And when he asked people that, you should have seen, I was looking around the room and people are like, "Oh, I'm open-minded, yeah." And they're already in the company, right? I'm like, you guys are hilarious. And then think about asking people about their favorite coffee and, you know, if they could get paid for buying and drinking their coffee. Like, just think, you know, there's lots of ways of posing questions without really saying, okay, buy Nova. Well, why would I buy Nova, right? No one knows what Nova is. But ask that, and then you bring Nova in to offer a gift card. I've had 6 customers already ask for a gift card for Nova for their samples. Mind you, I'm getting no money at this point, but I know they're going to love it, and they're going to come back and buy the full-size bag. I am just, even a 2 out of that 6 buy it. That to me is success, right? Even 1, I'd be happy. Like, I'm not greedy here, but just, and then we're talking about different ways of talking to people. So when we're in Florida, I took an Uber for the first time. I even took a picture with the Uber driver to show my son, because he's like, Mom's not going to do an Uber. You're too chicken. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to do an Uber. So I took a picture of my husband and I in there, and then I'm like, hey, Uber driver, took a picture of him. And they were talking about just talking to people about the business. So I got into one and the guy was talking and he's like, so I brought it up. I'm like, how long have you been an Uber driver for? He's like, oh, 4 years. I said, what made you do Uber? He's like, well, the extra money. I like side gigs. I'm like, oh. And he's like, what are you doing down here in Florida? Where are you from? I'm like, Canada. I had to explain where in Canada I was. He had no clue. He's like, so what are you doing here? I'm like, a convention for Heart and Body Naturals. It's my side gig that's provided my family with money to come do trips like this. I can pay for my son's education, blah, blah, blah. And we started talking and I ended up walking away with his email address and we're going to connect today after this because now he's interested in this side gig because Uber's hurting his back because he can't sit anymore and drive because he had his back injury. So you just never know. Veronica said she does home parties where she gets people into, she does spa parties and she goes to the dollar store, buys buckets, the cheap dollar big buckets.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Gets everyone to sit down, puts their feet in water, starts, handing out product and things like that. She says she traps them in the water in the bucket. They can't leave her house. Their feet are naked. They're in the bucket, right? And then she starts handing out samples of soul, mind, body, and soul. Doesn't tell them what it is at first. Starts showing, putting essential oils in the water, things like that, just little samples. And then she starts bringing up, the product and things like that. And that's how she starts building her business. She's like, but I'm like, everything I learned this week, I'm like, trap them in a car, trap them in the bucket. Okay. But it was funny listening to people, the way they build. There's no right or wrong way. I just think it's fabulous. But the Uber driver, I'll let you guys know how it turns out. But if you guys have Uber, go Ubering around. Another one of our members.
He drives for Uber.
She just.
Oh, Melissa, she signed up. She signed up because another team member, that's all he does is drive for Uber and Lyft. Yeah. And in a month, he enrolled 100 people.
Yeah.
And so Melissa Browers, she's a retired doctor. So she was a doctor for 20 years. She's retired. This is what she does. She signed up to be a Lyft driver for a week or Uber driver for a week. And she hands out Cecil Dolce samples to people when they get in their car. It's great.
You just never know. And she said they do like home parties too for Cecil.
Home parties.
Where was the restaurant? I was trying to think of the restaurant that they did it. It was most the funniest restaurant to do a Cecil party anyways. But she gets a bunch of women there on a Monday night and talks about Cecil, puts a little bit on their skin, doesn't tell them what it is at first and gets them to rub it in and smell it. And then lick it. Yeah, she gets them to lick it too. And it got pretty heated, these conversations. But there's lots of ways with our samples to get them into people's hands, right? Like you guys know, I put my pain cream in little jars and I hand them out left, right, and center. I just ordered a bunch of Cecil samples again because I've mailed out a ton because of Valentine's Day. I have a list of people that had Christmas cards. I also sent them Cecil samples to the ones I knew might use it, right? Not to my sweet seniors that I knew would never touch it, be offended, but to the ones that I think, well, you never know, right? So I sent them a little happy Valentine's and stuck a Cecil sample in there and mailed it off. There's lots of ways of getting your business out there. That's what we learned from trapping them in an Uber to trapping them in water. You just never know, right? Because we know our products work and they are helping people to make a difference. So just think about if you're in a small town, why not have some people over? Don't do a big spread. You want it to be so your potential members can duplicate. So if I go to a home party, and there was like really fancy hors d'oeuvres and everyone was dressed up fancy and the house was, immaculate, I don't know if I could duplicate that and that would scare the heck out of me. But if I showed up to someone's house and there was nachos and cheese or whatever it is on the table or fruit platter, veggie platter, whatever your thing is in your community, because I've learned now that food is so different from area to area to area, make sure that it's duplicatable and relax the person at that home party. If you're going to do home parties, can say, hey, I can do what Lisa's doing. I can totally serve a cauliflower, and dip. And you never know who's watching you. That's what it comes down to. If you aren't duplicatable or you look too unapproachable, that's going to hurt your business.
Yeah. And there's other ways to build your business offline. You can do you can do the magnets on your door, the car door. Magnets, you can get the window lettering on your back window. You can get the apparel, the t-shirts and the hats. So there's ways, and like when I wear my my Power the Plant shirt, they'll come up to me and ask me, hey, what does that mean? And I'll tell them I have my spiel. I'm with a plant-based company that has organic, non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, plant-based products. And our mission is to get people to do plants, not pills. Would you want more information? And they say, yes, here's my card in exchange for your email address. So.
Yeah, just don't be scared to talk to people. That's what, you're going to get no's. Well, we get no's anyways, right? If you post on Facebook and you don't get any response and you don't get this, you don't get that, someone will say, oh, what's the price? And you'll say, well, $69.95. Oh, no. But you never know when that no might turn to a yes too. Right? And they're going to watch you and they're going to watch you and they're going to watch you. They're going to be like, okay, Holly, what is this new coffee you're with now? Okay, girl, I'm going to watch you and see if it's legit. Lisa, you're with another weight loss company? Really? And they're going to watch you and they're going to see that you shine and look amazing. Or Bonnie, they're going to be like, holy smokes, look at her face. It's shrinking out every week. Whatever it is, people are going to watch and you never know that moment that just clicks with them. And like, that's it. I'm going to take that plunge. I'm going to join Holly or I'm going to join Jen. You just never know. And our power of our gift cards, yes, please keep in mind they do take away the commissionable volume. So if something is 25 CV and you use a gift card, it is 0. But our gift card program is a powerful tool that we do not use enough. We do not talk enough about. Our MRP points, you can mail free samples to people that pay the shipping, yes, but you can mail the free samples to people using your MRP points as well. Paula was telling us to amp that up a bit because we were missing that boat as well. So if you have $100 worth of MRP points, think about the samples that you can get into other people's hands around you. Think about it, right?
I just had a delivery right now. So if I had like, a little thing of pain cream, which I, would have been good, we could give them out. I get deliveries all the time. So that's a good idea.
That's how I got my mail person to buy at Christmas, right? I was in pain and I saw her walking up and down all those stairs and around my neighborhood. You just never know, but think about those MRP points. How many samples of Cecil could you have handed out by around Valentine's Day with your MRP points? Because we already buy our products. We know our MRP points are going to add up if you're on auto ship. Think about it. Our Nova samples are for 7-day is $13.95. If you only have $50, you could get 2 samples, 3 samples and get it in people's hands.
And then you know what I did also? I bought a bag of on Amazon, a bag of the inhalers, the essential oil nasal inhalers, and I made my own. And you can actually make certain blends of the inhalers and give those away as gifts or even sell them. And they work. This is prosper. This is great. So,
Lisa made one too.
This is awesome, man. This is.
What is that, Lisa? What do you got?
Exactly what Marcus is talking about. It was under $20 on Amazon for us Canadian.
Perfect. And that's Canadian, hey? So it's cheaper for you guys in the States, then.
Yeah, and it comes with like all your vape, your nose thingies, the
inhalers, not enhancers, like I said. Inhalers, you guys, not enhancers.
And it comes with nose thingies.
No, I said they were nose enhancers during my live. I didn't realize that that essential oil package was so huge, and I got so flustered when I opened it up, and I kept seeing everything coming out of it, and I got those. I'm like, these are nose enhancers, and they're like nose enhancers. I'm like, no, nose inhalers. I'm like, not enhancers. It's not going to do anything.
Called brain fart, and just go with it, right?
Oh, I know. But,
and it even comes with stickers for them too.
That's awesome.
I love the little labels.
Aren't they great?
I'm going to go order myself a box of that. Can you send me the link or put the link in the group? Just like,
oh yeah.
Perfect. That's what I love. I love that we share and do this to save each other some money, right? Why spend more? You can build your business without breaking the bank. If you want to go and spend a lot of money on things, go for it. If that's your thing. Who am I to say anything? But I'd rather send out my samples. Like I have a ton of little jars and things like that. I spent $12 on them.
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon.
And dollar stores have great little containers too. So $1.25 for 12.
Since I'm new to all the essential oils, I'm just learning them all. Like Lisa and I send each other 75 Amazon links a day. I just got this. We have the same things in our house, but
we do too.
Is there any that I need to be careful, or can we inhale all of them? I just don't know.
No.
You need to read the say safety group information and make sure you read the product information page. because
Okay.
it tells you.
I will bump up the safety product page information, and then when you go to the PIPs, you will see safety group 2, safety group 1, safety group whatever, and I will pull it up so it'll tell you specifically what age group can use it, what it's meant for if you can inhale it, you can ingest it, you can whatever, it tells you all that stuff. One thing I did learn is, yes, we can ingest our lemon, our grapefruit, and our peppermint. Is that the only?
Peppermint.
I'm going to say those 3 right now. Just
Sweet orange.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet
The orange.
That's it.
Sweet orange.
But they recommend no more than 10 days in a row and then take a break.
Yeah.
One
There's
thing
more
I
we
did not
learned.
know that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. No, I didn't know. So like with your Love Your Liver box, what they recommend is doing it 10 days, 7 to 10 days, and then taking a break for the rest of the month. And then doing it again. Like Paula does it at the first of the month, and so does Veronica. And they do it the first of the month. Every month they do their Love Their Liver box, and then they take a break for the rest of the month.
Yeah, or Veronica said you can do it as the seasons change.
As the seasons change, she does it too. Yeah, there's lots of things. But don't do it every day. The Love Your Liver cleanse. Every day it's not good for your body. Just like our essential oils, yes, you can consume them, but they recommend not every day, no more than 10 days in a row. I did not know this, so that was powerful information there. I did ask Veronica, who was trained personally by Alexandria. She's gone on trips with Alexandria. She's at Alexandria's house often. They are family. That is her adoptive mom, whatever you want to call it. They're really close. She is going to be doing training with me on the essential oils. So I am very, 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 very grateful she agreed to do that. She is a world of knowledge. So then we will make sure that we are recommending and using our essential oils correctly. So I'm going to start that next week. I'll let you guys know what time of day, but it'll be every week. I'm hoping at a scheduled time. I'll get her to cover 1 or 2 oils at the time per week, and then we can ask her questions, get everything answered, and then we'll know how to train our teams with it. I'm so excited about that. I had bacon with
It's very exciting. Very exciting.
Is. All I did was sit and have breakfast with her, and she's a phenomenal person with a heart of gold and so much information to teach us. And I was doing my happy dance when she said yes. I'm like, Veronica? She's like, wait, what? Yes, Karen. I'm like, when? She's like, let me know what works in your schedule. So I was very, very, very happy to be able to do that for you guys. Yay. So excited. So I think we've yapped for an hour. Okay?
Yeah, I got to go, guys. I have a meeting to go to.
For popping on. Thank you.
All right.
Is there any questions, you guys, or anything that you want covered in the coming weeks or anything like that we've missed? There's so much more with the convention that we want to share, but we're just doing in baby steps because for us, I had to go home and just think, wow. It's just a wow thing. And I already knew Heart and Body Naturals is amazing. I already knew it. But, just something, I've never been to a convention. I didn't realize the power of a good convention, right? And I'll say that because I don't think all conventions are worthy. But I think if you guys, we are having another one. I'm pretty sure it's in the summer. And we're going to try to make it a location that's more central, cheaper, because Destin was gorgeous, very, very gorgeous, very, very pricey, and a heck of a lot of fried food. And I'm not used to that either. I tell you, I ate more fried food and gator and all sorts of stuff. It was an amazing experience, but I hope our next one, and I know it will be at a more central location, cheaper for people to get to. And I'd hope you guys can join because it is very powerful. It is something. I was so nervous. I don't know with the Zooms and things. I'm like, do we really need them? Because we can all connect like this so easy. But being in that room, I think, yeah, I can see the power. Right? I'm grateful for Zoom though, you guys. There's many, many conventions that I couldn't go to. I had babies and things like that. I just couldn't go, bad situation at that time. Very grateful that now we can get together and Zoom like this and connect. But if you're able to make the one that comes up next, I'd really recommend it. I really would. But anyways, I've yapped and yapped and yapped for a whole hour. Holy smokes. I appreciate you guys' time. You guys are gorgeous. I love looking at your smiles. You make me so happy. You do. But thank you guys. And let me know if there's any questions, topics, anything you guys need covered, and we will get it covered because we want everyone to have knowledge. And Holly, keep sharing your coffee information with us. I'm coming to you for questions. I'd rather get it from you than Google. I trust you. I'm not sure if I trust Google so much as I trust a member that knows.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to help anybody with questions.
Oh, you're awesome. I love it. Love HBN and I love you guys. So go out there, rock it, and share, keep sharing, keep being you. And you guys are fabulous. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Bonnie. Bye, Susan.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Going into HPN consultant group just because it's for members that are part of HBN. If you guys aren't, please mute your mics. I'm just going to record it as well. Hello, Marcus. There was no Marcus there for a moment. Record. I'm also going to record it, but it is in the HBN consulting group. So please make sure that your members are in that group so they don't miss out. Just a reminder, if you're not speaking, just mute your mics just to eliminate the little noise in the background. And thank you guys. So welcome, welcome. This is our HBN live training. We do this every Wednesday at 11 p.m. PST time. It's PST time because that's where I am. Oh, I just dropped my notes. Wow. I know, we're starting out good, eh? Just dropping those and throwing things around. But I want to thank you guys for being here.